Alright, we are back, guys. How are we feeling?
Yeah! My money doesn't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I was waiting for you to hit play just so I could say that.
Just jiggle at me. It's perfect. I am not Matthew Mercer. If you say something funny, I'm going to laugh. I'm not going to be able to hold it in. Alright, how do we all feel, guys?
Oh, a little tight.
I'm about to burn something to the ground if I don't start playing right now.
Yeah.
A little extreme.
Waking up, you're paralyzed, but Dorain no longer is. Just like, no, you're not going to play our character today.
See? Perfect. I can assassinate him.
Why, though?
I don't know, because you said we would all be assassinated in the middle of the night.
That's fair.
Okay.
And your goal was to make him cry.
Yeah.
So
We, everyone gets to level up. So how are we feeling about that? Except for Zach, who was already level 3. But you begin now.
I'm ready. Ready to delve into
If
death.
someone would like to recap what you guys are doing, what your guys' goals
Do we
are.
roll for hit points?
We do.
Well, you guys
When we get
what you
into
guys are
it,
doing,
yeah.
and like you guys like go to bed, and I go, you guys go to bed, and you guys go yes, and then you guys roll go to bed and roll for hit points and stuff.
So, best I can summarize, what happened was we got out of the Temple of Anubis. Dorian had to take care of his own business for reasons unknown to us, known only to himself. So I'm speaking on what I was there for, so if he wants to summarize what he did later, he can. But we went to the Light Makers in the Plateau of Earth, in the Ember's Bed, and to check in on them. If I recall, we had questions to them regarding their involvement in purging the Cult of Lies, as it seems that they were doing. And we decided to speak with Uzada, his daughter. She seemed to be lacking her creative spirit that she once had. That's because it seems that she is under control / possessed / this is her now ? By the Dry Mother, or so it seems. Or is she? I don't know.
I'm trying to build the tension here, but I don't know what I'm doing.
No, absolutely I do not. And anyways, we talk with her for a while in a very tense situation. We meet Epsilon, a guy with a sword.
That's plain and simple. The guy.
A guy with a sword.
Guy with a sword.
I don't know. We found him yesterday. What do you do again? Apparently, kill people.
You're very good at killing people. That's what matters. So,
He's a dick.
we all are. So,
Him especially.
it seems that there was some type of fey magic that made time accelerate outside and slow down inside. It was weird, but Uzada was all like, you know, your friend is in danger. And we rushed to the place where we, at least me and Dusk, me being Lucilius, remember Dorian would be, which is the something goblet, the flowing goblet, yes, to hunt down this cheesy person. Getting there,
You can find me in a club.
Getting there, we sort of break in, quote unquote. Seems like we like good looking enough to be there. Yes, and so we go down upstairs, pretending to be invited by Cheesy. Find Dorian in his room. Epsilon had to break in, and there we find Dorian, knocked out, poisoned, and shackled. And the small guy, halfling dude.
Which
Up
you
on
do
him.
not know.
We know nothing about you except
this be?
maybe your name. I don't think you told us your name actually. No.
I've told you nothing.
No, yeah, we know nothing about this guy, and yet it seems that they're trustworthy. But
I mean, I did help you
Because
fight
they did
someone
help
else.
us fight 3 orcs, irregular orcs, whose Devil Lord has a beef with volcanoes apparently.
I love Lucilius' vibe of like, I don't know, he came in this place, I accused him of like torturing my friend, he said no, I said okay, he helped us kill some orcs, he stole gold off the orcs, I don't know, he seemed to have no qualms about things, knows how to pick locks. That man's a trustworthy guy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah!
I mean,
He can be trusted for now.
Lucilius at least was a bit more untrusting of him. I'm over here like, I don't care what's happening. Can we please get him out of the chains?
And then
Yeah.
we get out of there and manage to get to the Temple of Anubis as the night is like deep in the night.
As you guys are deep in the night, as you continue running throughout the night sky in New Rashut, no one but the stars seem to watch you as you run down from the plateau of earth down into the plateau of water. Its houses steadily change and shift over from a more colorful, or what would have been colorful during the day, to a little more shantier of a lower class as you guys enter the plateau of water, led by a Dusk who knows the way better than anyone else here. You are led back into the House of Anubis, a great black house with a second story and several stories below. I'm perfectly fine saying that you guys all scatter amongst the house somewhere, weary and worn. You've got
Him on my shoulder.
yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can find somewhere to get a long rest in. The below is open. The catacombs, there are sarcophaguses that are decently comfortable, but you will be sleeping next to dead people.
The
Don't know how you
sarcophaguses.
guys feel about that?
The sarcophagi are actually surprisingly comfortable here.
I don't care. I'm gonna drop him on like the nearest one, and then turn around and like kind of just do a quick like check to see if we were followed.
Perception check.
See what we're talking about.
I'm on.
Nice.
I shall.
Just bad.
It is always seemingly to be dimly lit.
7.
No, that's also bad. It is always seems to be dimly lit inside of the House of Anubis from seemingly nowhere.
I'll do a perception check as well.
As you look out your
Follow me up.
9.
okay.
It's
Your
still
half-open
big.
eyes,
It's still dark.
Don't see anyone in particular creeping in or sneaking out. You
I
look
can't
around,
see in the dark.
You also don't see anyone in particular. I imagine at this point you guys are like, yep, the two of us are in this room alone, and Nubarak's just like in the corner, just like being creepy for no reason, and just hiding like he is. As you guys go take a long rest,
Yeah.
Can I? Is he like bleeding and stuff? Like
Is he still poisoned?
Oh yeah, he's not moving. He's still poisoned. He's alive. Like he's breathing.
Colin's
but-
trying to get us to a long
just-
rest.
Uh,
We're like, no.
He's just unconscious. It seems.
No, he's semi-conscious. You healed him up. He's been aware of everything that happened since Anubarak entered the room. Since you healed him, you
Yeah.
were aware of everything that happened. You just couldn't move, do anything.
Wait, what is poison in D&D?
Well, there is poison.
Disadvantage on pretty much
A
everything.
few things, but if the poison also carries a paralysis, you're essentially just
I am paralyzed.
your furniture.
Paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
I am a guitar.
Let's just rest. Take some time in
I
the
do be
morning.
paralyzed.
You're paralyzed. You guys
I wanna
scatter to
yeah.
various rooms. Just out of curiosity, who decides to go like upstairs and who decides to go downstairs?
I
Where-
can't decide anything.
where-
I can't move.
Where are
I'm,
the dead people?
Downstairs.
Downstairs.
I'm gonna be near Dorian.
Okay. Where'd you put Dorain?
I just put him on a sarcophagus and told them I was going to scout real quick to see if they were followed.
Okay.
So then I just walked away.
Fair enough. So you guys, you had saw, but like you didn't care. there was a course on, not like display, but just out front, which seems to be par for the course here, that was kind of like chest bursty. That had like its ribcage opens up and out, and you were like, huh, weird. And then you put Dorian like 5 feet away from it.
Yeah. Pay no mind to it.
Yeah, no.
Appreciate it.
You killed the man like 15 minutes ago. What do you care? So he's on the first floor. You're going down with him.
Yeah, wherever he is, just like be sort of in case of an invasion, sort of the last line of defense, I guess.
You go down.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You go up to your room.
Yeah.
You eventually find your way down after discovering that you've not been followed.
I'll probably like stay at the main entrance for a while. Is there like a living room, or is it like what is this
No,
place
this is
look
House
like?
of the Dead.
Oh, okay, cool. So it's a temple.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Sounds
Towards like the
Anubis.
main chamber, like the main chamber. I'm assuming there's like an entrance door.
Sure.
With windows out, like that point out.
Yeah, the windows are currently closed, but yeah.
Cool. Make sure all the drapes or like curtains are over them, and I'm going to park myself right near one of them where I will kind of just be peering out. I'm gonna stand there and just observe for a little while,
Okay.
just to assure. And I'll probably stay there for about probably a good solid 3 hours, and then realize.
Realize
Once everything's I feel good, then I'll park myself in front of the door and lean up against it and fall asleep against that.
Okay. You scouted out a little bit. You do know that there are, from scouting around, I imagine that you also went outside to check things.
Yeah.
There are 2 main entrances. There's one, the one that you're at, and one that was a place where they like seemed to like put bodies that are like, all right, and you take care of it, and then they leave like a loading bay, essentially. But it seemed to be locked for the night, and there was no bodies there. You park yourself out the front entrance, pretty confident that anyone who comes in has to like knock it into you.
Yeah.
Eventually, you get your long rest. Everyone else goes to sleep, gets their long rest. Who would like to roll for hit points first?
Is there anything special that happens for hit points when we level up?
You get more.
You
hit
get
points.
more of them.
Imagine!
All right.
7.
All right. Let's see what I roll.
Don't roll a 7. Yeah!
There you are. A 6. So therefore, you take the 7 plus your con modifier. Go ahead and level up. You're gonna have to do as well.
5.
Let's see what I roll. An 8.
Oh!
Max on the die. So add your Constitution.
So add 8 to your constitution, so yeah.
Which leaves a 14 because you have that belt. You going to roll with me?
Yeah.
Everyone's a D8.
Wait, do I do the constitution or the modifier?
The modifier.
Oh, so 2.
Yeah. So you add 10 to your maximum and your current HP.
Alright.
6 though.
Yep.
I rolled a 6. Kai rolled a 1 because he has bad luck.
Maximum of 30. I have a
You have 30.
hit
Hopefully
with
I don't
maximum
roll an
of
8.
30.
You're doing better than
5.
I'm a
Okay.
fighter.
You're doing great.
You must have rolled. You've been rolling pretty good. I rolled like crap on my hit points, so I think I got like a 3 and a 6.
I think I got like a 2 and a 1 when I rolled with
Yeah.
you, or I got like a 4 when you got like a 7. I was like, never mind. This rule doesn't matter to you at all.
So you're tankier than I am.
Yeah, I must have rolled really low.
I just don't. I just have only a third
rolled
of
a 1
my
and a
maximum
2.
though.
Or to get a long rest, you go back to the full.
So yeah, I ended up
There
with
is
5.
something that we do need to
Wait,
roll
long
for you,
rest?
though.
You go back to the full?
Long
Yeah,
rest,
I
go back to
ended
the
up
full.
with 16.
We're
I gotta roll
So I go
for
from 1
Oh.
to 30.
No, he's doing gritty rolls.
Didn't know that, so I just totally hit long rest.
You do
I'll go
need to
back
roll
to
for pocket
30.
change. Your silver and gold. Which is something I forgot when we began. So go ahead and roll a d10.
Don't worry, I'm not planning on robbing the House of Anubis.
You have 2
You better
silver.
not.
No.
You
You
steal
go
from
roll again
undead,
for
and
combat,
Anubis's
just not
scales
get
will not be in
6.
your
Go
favor.
ahead.
Ooh.
I do have something
Um,
I do have something Anubis might want.
For those of you who are,
That was hard. That was hard in battles.
I don't know. For those of you who are injured, you guys can go ahead and roll hit dice to recover your hit points. You're at 3 hit points right now,
Yes.
so you're going to need to roll some hit dice.
I rolled a 10.
Cool.
So
Add your con modifier to each
that got me
die.
back up to full. So
Awesome.
do I
Wait, so
mark
how many
them off
times
the
do you
hit
do
die
it?
or no?
You can do it up to 3 times.
Okay. That's
So you do short rest rolls for.
Yeah, you can do it up to 3 times.
Yeah, because
Essentially,
we're level
any
3,
rest,
so we get
you can
3d8
hit dice
to you.
like recover hit points. But
So,
long
yeah.
rests are when you get your hit dice back.
Only take the highest
Wait,
of the
This is
three?
a long.
No, no, you
Yeah.
keep
Like
adding
combine them?
You combine them
So
all.
you
we
want
still spend. We still
18,
spend
okay,
hit dice.
okay.
And add
then,
them,
like-
add them onto
But we
your
get them
like 4.
back.
Within
so
the
they
first hour, you could like
Say
spend
what?
them, like
Like
heal up,
if you want
and
to
at the end of the long
keep
rest,
adding
you
them
get
unto your
them
4.
back. And if you want to spend another like
Oh, cool.
hour after that, you just like spend them again. Up to you.
Okay.
Can tell you how many times
Okay.
I've taken a long
I
rest.
think I get-
You also have second
leveled
wind,
up.
So you can just kind of take it
I
from
had
hours.
characters
to-
I
had
had
one
So
below
basically,
max,
I
use
started
all my
at
time.
1, and then got 10, so I added that, and then 18 to that.
Because I rolled a
What was
1. And then I get half
So I
of them
rolled
back.
2 5s and an 8.
So
You
1.
get half of
Alright, so 2 5s,
1.
So I just
2 5s, 10, 18. So
Great.
if you took any damage, you heal that up to 30 hit points max.
I assume Creed and Rafat are still out looking for Katie, King Dead Guy.
I don't think
when
you-
I
I don't
when
think
he
it's-
rolled the 8,
If you wanted to.
and he
but
got the
then
2,
you're
did I
tired.
Oh,
add
that's
that to
to
the 1?
that's to
Or is
actually
that
your
just
maximum.
just the
That's
max?
actually your maximum.
Okay. So it'd just be 18 plus the 1 plus my con modifier.
You are at 1 hit point.
I was at 1 hit point.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because I tried to I tried to like come out of the
Yeah.
window, but
So-
I accidentally kind of like
You do
fell on
level
the
up,
ground.
you get the hit points when your hit die that you rolled. So like
Okay, so the 10
you
from
get
when
the
you
10,
rolled
yeah.
the 8.
So you'd be at 11, and you can now expend 2 hit dice or 3 hit dice.
Oh,
to
okay.
heal back up.
Do I add my con to that?
You add your con modifier to each hit die. that you
Oh.
So
okay.
if you use all 3, basically at 6 at the end.
Okay, so that's 7, 7, 10. Nice. That's essentially full points.
Where are you at right now? You add a hit dice?
So I was at 1, and then
Then you're at 11.
10,
so you're at
11, and so then I rolled 3 hit dice.
So
You roll all 3? Which was first one you rolled?
6 is 17, and what'd you roll?
So it was, I rolled a 5, and an 8.
So
So it's-
16, yeah. Beautiful.
Okay.
You're full, but you have no hit dice, which means that if you take a short rest later, you essentially get nothing back from healing that, which is the little rough part.
Yeah.
So like, you know how you can only take an hour to like rest, like expend hit dice? You've got no hit dice to expend.
Well, but I can give him Song of Rest and do a D6.
So until the next long rest?
Yep.
Until the next long rest, yeah.
Okay.
But correct me if
So
I'm
7.
wrong, but I'm pretty sure Song of Rest only works if you expend a hit die.
14,
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't? Just whenever you take a short rest?
11,
Whenever you take a
14,
short
By
25.
spending 1 or more hit dice, each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6. I think if I spent it.
Ah, okay.
If
But-
you or any can you regain hit points at the end of the short rest by spending 1 or more hit. Oh no, they have to yeah. I can't do it if you can't regain it all.
Yeah, that sucks.
But if I just do 2 of those, because I didn't fully understand.
Okay.
So if I just use my first 2 rolls, so the 5 plus 2, and 5 plus 2, so that's 14.
14.
Then I still have 1 hit dice.
14 plus 11 would be.
Then I still have 1 more
You
hit
still have
dice
one
for
more hit
later.
die, which
Okay.
you can heal up
Is that
later.
what you're gonna?
And also,
Yeah, because then I'll be at 25.
you guys have clerics. Pretty sure some people have potions. So keep in mind.
Because then I still have
Aside
1
from
hit
you,
dice for
actually,
later.
it's a fairly healy party.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because I have second wind. So.
Well, actually, yeah. Never mind. You
Much more healing
If
than-
you have enough time in the middle,
That's
of, like,
because Caio and I were conditioned last campaign.
Yeah.
if you have enough time, like tomorrow, and if you want to spend those like 3 hours that you spent previously, just kind of like resting a little bit, and then.
No, I'll go full alert. I only spent 1 hit dice this one.
I don't have
Money.
any healing potions.
Wow, that sucks.
I used mine in the fight against the other guy.
Alright.
Makes sense. So you guys are now all freshly, boldly, level 3. Do you guys want to like share new abilities that you guys got, or do you want to keep those like
Surprise.
secret for now?
Let's surprise,
surprise
people.
you.
I'll surprise everyone.
Surprise you? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, these two got their
Um,
subclasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to find out.
I only get his spells, right?
We get all of them.
Okay.
We get the slots back, and we get 2 second level spell slots
Okay.
to use.
I'm excited for your second level spells. We haven't had a caster get second level spells in a while. So I don't know how to balance combat anymore. But as we are there, people are slowly rising, rousing. I imagine since you were up so late, you're probably not the first awake, but who do you think is the first awake?
I guess I woke up a bit early to keep check on Dorain. See if he's breathing a little better.
You look over and you check on Dorain. Dorain,
Vitals and all that.
yeah. You poke at his vitals, and I imagine he wakes up and kind of swats at your arm a little bit. As you are no longer stiff. You're stiff! Like, you're like, ah! That wasn't a great bed, but you can move. You probably want to stretch a little bit, though.
I'm gonna climb out of the sarcophagus. I'm alright.
Hi there.
Hi, Lucilius.
You scared us a little bit over there.
Yeah, didn't go exactly as I had planned it.
Oh, you tell me.
Oh, you wanna know what happened?
No, I kind of figured what happened.
Yeah, I mean, I went to go after Cheesy and it didn't really go the way I thought it would.
That's how we found you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys figured I went there and came after me, I suppose?
Yep. I got this cool souvenir from one of the guys, and I throw
Oh.
a little bit his chain.
Yeah, that's what took me out. That chain.
Yeah. Don't hold a grudge to it. It'll be a good guy for now.
I hope you use it for good.
It's a black wrought iron chain. It is uncomfortable to the touch and slightly warm.
Interesting.
It's not a stress ball. I don't know why you're using a stress ball hand motions.
It's like Cassie walking around with this iron chain.
Yeah. It is loud. I don't know what you guys are up to next, but I imagine as everyone else slowly starts to rise and move about a little bit, some people will have slept in quite a bit. I imagine Thanatos slept like the dead, considering he came in at one hit point and went, here, and then just kind of fell into like whatever the nearest sarcophagus was, surrounded by souls and bodies of the dead.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do I still have that thing I went to Patchwall for?
Oh, that thing?
That thing.
No.
No?
No, you exchanged that for your life from Santa.
Rapanito?
Yeah.
Okay, I can.
Sorry, buddy.
But I recognize the symbol, though.
You do?
Because,
You
I mean,
recognize...
the symbols are everywhere if it's the House
Oh, yeah.
of Anubis.
Oh, yeah.
So do I think he is an ally? Or
He who?
I don't...
just
I don't
just
control
wherever I
anything.
am?
That is a choice that Thanatos makes that I, as the Dungeon Master, cannot decide.
That is true. I feel like
If I could decide... you guys thought were allies.
Rapanito saved me. I switched that for
All
my
right.
life.
I imagine that people slowly wake up and go get breakfast as stomachs are rumbling.
We have things to discuss, but I would like to go to the editor real quickly. Pop in there, get the newspaper for the day, and So, if anyone wants to come with me, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'm gonna go by myself. In and out, real quick.
I imagine you guys are all like in the kitchen
I suppose
area.
so.
There's that pot that you keep breaking that's nearby.
I'm
I
about to break
imagine
it
I
again
just have
because
like
I
a
put the
plate of
coffee
food.
on.
I just have like a plate of food, and I just like look at you, and I just
It is a lot of fruit.
cool.
Yeah.
That's what we have, fruit and coffee.
Yeah, it works for me.
Maybe some fish, but good luck getting that from salmon.
Where is Salmon right now?
He is out.
Mm-hmm.
Probably sneaking around the kitchen.
Okay.
Where we are.
Yeah.
You guys see Salmon just kind of push an orange off the counter.
I was gonna eat that.
I got it down for you.
Fair enough.
Is it that counts?
Oh boy, I missed him.
How are you doing today, Mr. I almost died?
I'm alright.
Did you?
A little stiff.
Not even gonna ask if you got what you wanted to get there.
Well, sort of. I mean, I went there to kill Cheesy, but we did. You guys ended up killing Commander Caio, who was an ally of Cheesy, and so in a way that hurts Cheesy.
Okay, and you know what? You're still gonna hunt down for her, him, them. Well,
I don't know. It's a her, Cheesy.
right.
Probably should talk to Half-Dagger at some point. Let him know what happened.
What if he did?
That it was us.
What if he sent you there as a trap?
It's possible.
Where do you plan on finding this guy anyway? Did he give you a location?
Yeah, he gave me a location.
A little whistle that you do that you
Nah,
can
it's
call upon
a
her.
tavern you go to and you order a special drink and they bring you to Half-Dagger.
Shady. Cool.
He also told me if I ever come alone and not to bring anyone else.
Ah, that sounds like a wise idea.
That sounds like a crime lord would do.
What do you guys plan on doing? Do you find anything else out about the cult or
Well,
Dry Mother?
for one thing's for sure, Dry Martha is the one, seemingly the one powerful one in the leading the group, or it seems. She possessed Uzada, or not really possessed because I didn't feel any Fey essence.
Omar's daughter?
Almac's daughter, yes.
I'm sorry to hear that. But she was
He was-
still possessed.
He was scary.
Coming around the corner and entering the kitchen, there is what you recognize as Creed, the purplish gray, skinned tiefling with ram horns, kangaroo-like tail that ends up in a spade, dark ceremonial robes kind of tie off to him of the ceremonial robes of Anubis. As he comes around with like a cage that's covered, and he goes, Dorain Martha is not the leader of the Cult of Lies. We don't know who that is yet. Speaking of people we don't know who they are, who are you? And you? What are you doing in my house?
They assisted us for the moment. They are allies until proven otherwise.
Moment. He takes like the cage that he's also covered, goes back around, puts it somewhere down, and comes back.
Well, Father Creed, you cannot just put a covered cage in the back wall and not expect me to be a little curious.
Be as curious as you want.
Actually, I am curious. What's your name?
Oh, good. You don't even know his name. Fantastic. That fills me with so much confidence.
I mean, he helped us kill some pretty scary-looking orcs the other day. It's fine.
My
fine.
memory's a little hazy, but I do remember him helping. But yeah, who are you?
I am a friend. At the moment, I was
Your
tasked.
name, good sir.
I was tasked to find Dorian.
What?
Alright. We are going to circle back to that after you tell us your name.
No. What? Why are you told to find me?
Or we're
Why
going to
who?
ignore me. He has such dark circles under his eyes. It is early in the morning right now, and he's just so done already.
I was tasked to find you because our paths are not so different. Your intentions are also my intentions. In regards to someone in particular.
Oh, that case, we can talk later.
Or we can talk now. Person.
I don't know what to tell you.
Your name! We're getting to you!
Names are fickle things. I've been betrayed in the past by someone who once knew my name.
What was their name?
As I said, names are fickle. You may call me Shortman.
Oh, you wish to be called Short Man.
I was gonna
Well,
call
I
you.
am a short man.
I was gonna call you that regardless, but yeah.
There you go, short man.
You just like can like almost hear like a vein just come up the side of his forehead. Just, alright.
Okay,
What are you, a tall man?
At least I'm not me.
I am me.
Where is Nubrak?
We're creepy, I guess.
Crawling along the ceiling.
The orange is gone mysteriously.
I haven't met a Nubrak. Wait, yeah, I have. I met him before.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
For a little bit.
Very briefly.
you did not see, but you heard him eating someone. Which is
Okay.
worse.
In the
Oh, you were
corner.
completely paralyzed.
Yeah.
I've been like leaning against a side wall this whole time. I was watching them kind of reunite, and him sitting very uncomfortably, and just been kind of just observing, and I just removed the apple from my face and my name's Epsilon.
Alright. Sounds more real than a short man.
That guy's not ominous at all.
You get used to it.
Cool.
Alright.
Very interesting encounter.
I am Father Creed. Since I'm demanding your names, it's only fair.
Epsilon. If you don't mind me asking, what was it you were... How did you run into this, to our group?
Let's just say alignments on issues.
We met him
What are you,
at
Jedi?
the Amber house, at Amber's bed, with the light Armrock and the light makers.
I see. Are you one trying to take down the cult of Asmodeus?
I have a patron who's interested in this mess you guys have got yourself into.
What kind of patron?
Classified.
What kind of interest?
Classified.
Is that you can say classified?
No.
I guess that's classified.
It's classified.
I hate classes.
Done with the patriarchy, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna head out. If anyone wants to go with me, I'm gonna go to the Plateau of Earth.
One moment before you do. Dusk, we throwing our chips in with two strangers. One of them has given us a fake name, probably honestly, and the other one, I don't know, refuses to answer questions.
I'll be honest, I don't trust them too much.
If I may, I don't trust either of them. But if we're planning on taking down the cult and tracking down the Dry Mother, we were told she's very powerful and we could use all the help we can get.
Do we know that they're not aligned with the Cult of Lies?
I have no love for the Cult of Lies.
And Epsilon?
I do whatever my contract tells me to do.
You a mercenary?
What's that?
You a mercenary?
Classified.
Ah, so that means yes.
That kind of means yes.
So that means yes. Weird question. Can you run perception checks on other
Insight.
players? Insight.
That's-
insight, absolutely, you can run insight
Insight.
checks on other players.
Insight check.
Okay.
Insight.
Okay,
Epsilon.
I'm remembering to call bullshit this round.
I would also like to insight Epsilon.
You want,
Sure,
you want to do,
fine.
you want
I
to do
really need to roll
anything,
inside.
but what you want to.
What am I rolling
Right
against it?
there.
Because I'm
That's-
not deceiving.
Okay,
I didn't deceive
Hold
at
on.
all. I just didn't want to
So
give my
10 on
name.
him.
10 total. What did you get for insight?
15.
15. Why don't, just in the spirit of trust and honesty, you understand your character and you understand how they are viewed out by the outside world a little bit. What do you think an insight check 10 would give Dusk in this moment?
Hard to read, frankly. Just very kind of surface level, very shut off.
Did
Yeah.
they, were they bothered when they were asked questions, or
No. Even the 15, no, I wasn't even bothered by it.
wasn't bothered by it? When they asked about a mercenary, did that like tick anything, or like was it just kind of like shrugged
I'd
off?
say 10 would probably be harder to see. 15, there was like a half beat, like just a half beat late from what he's been saying, because he's kind
Okay.
of straightforward with the answers, and there's just like a half beat. I'd say.
So Dorain can tell that there's something there, but not exactly what it is. It's
Yes.
not like, yep, they're this mercenary company.
Yeah.
I cast bullshit.
Just imagining you cast that spell. And flipping King Dead guy comes out, just
Sounds like something the Laughing Stock would do. Cast bullshit.
Fair enough.
9 on you. So I learned
Oh!
shit.
You
How are you? What do you think about an average view of? Okay.
How did you roll the exact same?
I'm just trying to tell if you seem sinister towards me, or friendly to me.
Well, you didn't see me the night before. You see me.
Mhm.
I've got like a scar. It's red going like across my face, and one sprayer like going across my throat. I'm short, wearing dark clothes, dark hair. So, I mean, to most people, I don't seem friendly. My answers didn't really help at all because they were very non-answers.
Did you listen to the last one?
I did. I was
Okay,
gonna
so
say.
you know what our characters
Yeah.
look like. Okay.
Speaking of, the three of us didn't describe ourselves to you two. Do you want us to?
I've kind of gotten a general idea at this point, except for Hanks, but I've kind of gotten a general idea at this point.
Right now, he's just wearing like nice black clothes, and he's got like a little hood around him.
Oh, you haven't put your hat back.
I don't have my hat right now. No.
No.
And he carries around a guitar and a rake and some like jeweled daggers. Yeah. He's got green eyes, red hair. Very Irish.
Feed the potatoes.
I know more or less what Lucilius looks like,
Ah,
just
yeah.
from the past. Like,
He's got a-
I, as Jeremiah, know.
Yeah.
Standing like 6'2", long, like goes to like the mid back hair, dark, like coal, but with veins of lava and magma going across all the way to the root. Bright orange eyes, kind of like fire actually. They undulate just slightly. Pristine looking chainmail suit where the chest piece kind of seems to be made of light, which is like just really white. It's just white.
It's like
Mace to,
Fire Batman.
mace to the side, light hammer on the other. Kind of still holding a pair of black chains from yesterday, from yesterday because
Just casually eating breakfast
you're
with
just-
the chains.
Yeah, like you're just eating breakfast and holding a hell chain or whatever.
no, it's just like like it's like around my arm.
Okay.
When it's uncomfortable to touch, you just wrapped it around your arm.
It's warm.
I
to
work
the
at a blacksmith. I know comfort.
Okay.
And skin seems metallic, but Caucasian.
Okay.
Just yep. And a halo hanging above his head, hovering on his head.
Glowy boy.
Glowy boy.
Scottish Jesus.
Why don't you?
Alright, I told that I make them. Dusk stands at about 5'10". They are like purplish, grayish in skin tone, got black hair. Ram horns that curl around their ears. Their hair is curly but not super short. It kind of poofs out in a very disorganized way. They have a tail that's kind of longer than Creed's and has a black tuft of fur at the end. They're wearing standard House of Anubis garb, which is like a lot of black clothes, and they have a shawl of sorts that's also black, but it's got like patterns and stuff in it. And, yeah. Yellow eyes.
To all intents and purposes of those who do not know, Dusk looks so much like Creed's child. Like, just 100%. Let that put out there.
Let that sink in.
Is
Alright.
Dusk not Creed's child?
You'd have to ask Dusk.
And I'd
Yeah, I
have to
don't
trust
want-
you.
I don't want personal information.
Good, because you haven't given any. What's your fucking name?
Short man.
Sure.
At least he gave us a name, or at least,
At least it's not me.
Let's give us something to call him.
I'm gonna choose something random and start calling you that instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you cannot trust these two, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I have things to discuss.
Leave the building or just go out into like the atrium area?
I have not decided yet.
I do know I have in the past run into priests from Priest of Anubis, so
What was
I
it
will
then?
honor that. Rapanido. And then I walk out.
Weird.
And then I walk out into the atrium and just wait.
Have I ever heard of Rapanito?
Make a hefty history or religion
I'll
check.
say his Dusk heard of Rapanido.
And I know history.
or religion? Nope.
24.
17 either for either.
8.
8. No idea. 17. Not within. What you gonna get?
You shiz. Dusk is House of Anubis, so.
While you are, that does ring a bell. Because you remember Rashut talking about it, not Creed. That Rashut had explored some areas and mentioned him as like long past, like that couple thousand years ago, as a king of Narnigal, the current country that you guys are in, the certain area that you guys are in. The country used to be there, no longer there. March took it over. So,
Dang!
yeah, no, but it's like
Dang.
thousands of years ago. It could just be another guy with the name, but that's where you remember the name from.
And then I just walk out.
Alright.
I walked out. Like as soon as he said like I need you to step out, I kind of more just went and just walked out.
Okay.
Just took another bite.
You guys make your decisions.
I'm just gonna step outside the building and then wait, leaning against the door.
Creed walks out with you to a certain point, then picks up the cage again and walks back in. Did you go outside the building, or are you?
I'm just in the atrium entrance area.
Oh, if that's what he meant. Then.
Well,
Okay.
he didn't. Creed said he didn't decide.
Hasn't
He
decided
said he
yet.
decided yet, so I just went out to the entrance area.
Wait, you guys have left the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, left the
Are you planning on trying to eavesdrop?
No, I'm gonna make my way over to the window. Just peer out, peer out the curtain. Just make another.
There seems to be
Check.
people gathering outside, like townspeople.
Like,
I'm gonna.
Some of them are looking like oddly and suspiciously, but door's not been unlocked yet.
Newspaper.
that's why I
No.
wanted to get there
I'm
first
not
thing in the
gonna try
morning,
and
but
eavesdrop.
okay.
Newspaper.
Okay.
Not this time.
We need to read the note by part.
Bringing in.
Did he get the newspaper yet?
Yeah.
I didn't get the chance to.
Nope.
As soon as we leave, we're grabbing the newspaper.
He brings in that cage, like bird cage thing. He pulls back the cloth behind it, and you see that there was a rat inside.
Nice rat.
I imagine very suddenly excited. Salmon's like, yes. Look at the rat. He takes it. Come on. He said he wanted to talk, and shakes the cage
Oh,
a little bit, and like the rat bumps against the sides of the walls, and then after being shaken, he gets up. The rat gets up on their hind legs and becomes a slightly larger, maybe 2.5 foot tall red creature with wings on its back. Legs like more of like a goat or a satyr, and notably their eyes are stitched shut with steel wire.
What?
well.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Snagglefan the Expendable. I am a servant of the owner of all. I am here to, of course, make a deal.
He's got like a little like vest, a little bit of pot belly to him.
I'm sorry, what now?
I found him knocking about outside. He kind of takes him and puts him on top of the table.
People are missing. Why?
Who?
No. You don't have to tell me if you don't need to.
Okay. And
So what is it you would like to make a deal on?
Well, I have been empowered by Invidia, the Devil Lord and God of Envy. They are concerned with how things are going currently in New Rashut, and mostly that they're not a part of anything. And that other Devil Lords are making moves without consulting Invidia.
Like Asmodeus?
Asmodeus, Despair, being a tad envious, as she is wont to be. I'm sent down here to see if I can make up some sort of deal.
And then like,
But if not,
as he says deals, like his in his hand, like with red fire, this paper comes in,
We're gonna not make a deal with this.
but if not,
and then he has the like the other hand, like a hempen rope, kind of comes down there.
I am to hang myself.
Oh!
you haven't sold your products just yet, so I see no reason to.
I imagine this being in the Temple of Anubis.
Okay.
There's a skull with a knife through it.
That is your character.
So
This is on Facebook.
what's the deal?
Well, he takes it, he like rolls it up a little bit. He takes it and pushes it to the bars.
If you're wanting to listen or like to read the deal, think that you would make an excellent candidate.
That is a 2-sided page piece of paper.
Yeah,
Colin.
that
Oh
is.
my gosh.
That is.
This is so long. Shall I read it out
I
loud?
spent a long time writing this.
One thing I know about reading and writing, if you want a deal, you have to be very specific in your words.
Also,
And
press
clearly,
Thumb here is a thing on the back. So, that's fun. I, Snagglefang the Expendable,
That is me.
write this contract on behalf of my glorious master, Invidia, the owner of all, queen of covetousness, and the devil lord and god of envy. This contract is to serve as the written agreement between Invidia, the owner of all, who will be referred to as her covetousness, and the signer, who will be referred to as the servant.
Zach, you're gonna have to get used to me saying that phrase for covetousness.
Yeah,
It's
as
like
soon as,
20 times.
as soon as you said that, I was like,
Why
that's
did-
going to be repeated.
Why did you pick the most confused? Okay. Upon engaging in signing the ritual, her covetousness is willing to empower the servant in the following ways. Her covetousness is willing to share the name of the leader of the Cult of Lies, the name and location of the Cult of Lies chief lieutenant, and the goal of the Cult of Lies. This information will be passed to the devil, known as Snagglefang.
That's me.
Yeah. A portion of her divine power to be allocated by her own digression. Her covetousness intends to increase the power allocated to the servant upon further servitude, conducting her divine will and further contracts with her covetousness. Further contracts can be made with the use of any devil in her covetousness's divine court if Snagglefang proves to be indisposed. This divine power can only manifest in the servant, providing that the servant has enough force of personality or command of presence. Otherwise, the divine magics will not be allowed to allocate into the servant until they can fulfill the previous requirement.
We're like a third of the way through first.
Upon acceptance of the divine magics of her covetousness, the servant can serve in one or a combination of 2 ways. The servant can either serve as an arcane conduit, using her covetousness' power, or can serve as a Hell Knight. Illrigger?
Yeah.
The servant can only serve as Hell Knight if the servant's body can withstand the powers of being a Hell Knight. The use and ownership of Snagglefang.
That's me.
Torture of the body, mind, and spirit are all permitted on the devil, known as Snagglefang. Snagglefang is to obey all instructions of the servant that does not betray her covetousness' will, edicts, desires, or plans except for the revealing of Snagglefang's true name. The servant will be provided a basic hellfire weapon of their choice upon engaging with the signing ritual of the contract. The servant will be considered a member of her covetousness' divine court. That's all the benefits. Upon engaging in
Quite a history of long list of benefits. I think he's very good for you to sign. Excellent candidate.
That'll be up to him to decide.
Upon engaging in the signing ritual of the contract, the servant is agreeing to the following terms for the duration of the contract. Complete relinquishment of the soul to the servant of her covetousness.
Of course. Standard devil contract. Sell your soul.
So we're right off the bat.
You guys decided not to be in the room for all this.
Sell
You
your
covered-
soul for a D10
Covered all
cantrip.
bases. You
Her
know,
covetousness-
At least they came out with like the hard thing first. You know, like instead
you know,
of
I'm
waiting till
going
the end.
full on my character not hearing any of this, and I'm full not paying attention.
Her covetousness
Because
will maintain
I won't remember it anything
the servant's
myself.
body, and will to the extent that the body would be able to function without the soul of the servant while her covetousness possess the soul of the servant. The servant will aid her covetousness in the acquisition of knowledge of the Cult of Lies and in the destruction of the Cult of Lies. The servant will serve as her covetousness' tool throughout the realms. Her covetousness will have access to the full facilities of the body of the servant once every 6 years for a period of 6 minutes. Her covetousness may use the servant's body as her covetousness desires during these 6 minutes. The servant will not reveal the names, intentions, or knowledge of any sort of deal that has been made with her covetousness through the use of any spoken, unspoken, physical, mental, spiritual, or surrogate manner of communication to any member of any other Devil Lord's divine court. The servant will not engage in any deals with any other members of another Devil Lord's divine court. Penalty of breaking the conditions. If the servant breaks the conditions laid out, they will suffer complete destruction of the servant's soul and personality. Furthermore, the remaining body of the servant becomes an infernal conduit to be used as Invidia designates. If her covetousness breaks the conditions laid out, the servant immediately regains their soul, loses any divine ability granted by her covetousness, and is no longer a member of her covetousness' court, but gets to keep Snagglefang. Buying the contract out. Upon giving her covetousness a total of 100 soul coins, what are soul coins? The servant can buy their soul back from her covetousness. Buying the soul back terminates the agreement, removes any divine magic from her covetousness that resides within the servant. The servant renounces any titles, land, or status granted by their membership of her covetousness' divine court. The servant also returns Snagglefang to her covetousness' ownership. Why did you pick them? You could have told her any of these other things.
A contractor. for crying out loud.
Snagglefang will serve as the conduit for this transaction, and he must possess the 100 soul coins and the Hellfire weapon granted previously for this transaction to be complete. The servant can resell their soul again to her covetousness and regains all they had lost by buying the contract out by saying, "O Invidia, Lord of all, Lord of me, I have need of your magnificent unholy power again. I relinquish my soul back to you." The servant must say this while bleeding.
Wait, you're not bleeding right now, are you?
No.
Oh god.
Don't let Lucilius take this contract. Her covetousness.
I did it once.
Her covetousness may end this deal at any time. In doing so, her covetousness returns the servant's soul intact, revokes her divine powers from the servant, reclaims the Hellfire weapon, removes the servant from her divine court, and takes ownership of Snagglefang once again. To engage in the signing of the ritual, the servant will sign their name in blood on the line below, prick both of their thumbs to draw blood, place them on the squares provided below, and repeat the phrase, "O Invidia, Lord of all, Lord of me, I have needed your magnificent unholy power. I relinquish my soul to you, for it is yours by right, and I take your devilish boon as my measure of envy."
That was a mouthful.
Well, to you and Colin, like, how much legalese did you study for that?
It was a few hours of me going through various legal documents, legal Zoom and stuff.
Yeah, I wrote a contract one time, and it was 1 page, but that was a lot.
Do either of you mind if I rip this up right now?
Go ahead.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no deal. Sorry.
Very well.
He begins the rope, and he begins tying a noose.
This is really sad.
Yeah.
Alright, if I could be allowed out of the cage so that I may tie this around something.
You can use a cage.
Ah, okay. I was hoping that one of you could pull on my legs as I did so, as I have wings and it makes it rather hard
Just don't use your wings.
If only Judah were here to save this man.
Very well.
He takes it and he climbs up a little bit, and he puts the rope
None of
through.
you have fire ability and just be like, we burned the rope. New
puts
deal.
the rope around it and ties a knot up there, and he just kind of goes over, puts the noose around his neck.
Goodbye.
Bye.
This may take a moment.
Yeah.
Is he still flying?
No, he does his best to hold his wings in.
You're not in the room, so you don't know.
Oh no, this is just me wanting to know.
The problem is Snagglefang's very light, so this might take a minute.
So.
Yeah.
So how's your night? And I just read.
It's still ongoing. I haven't been able to sleep yet.
You haven't. So you just got here, saw the guy outside, and brought him in.
Rafi and I got here, yeah.
You haven't happened to read this morning's newspaper yet, have you?
No, Rafi picked up a few though.
Oh,
The casualness, how this just casually
He's still swinging. He's still trying to die.
He walks in holding a cage, says, "Leave, we leave." Devil offers you a contract, you're like, "No." He's hanging himself. You guys, "So, how's the paper?"
Sorry,
How are our stocks doing tonight?
I was about to say, how about them Mets?
Hey
You said
man,
Raphael got some of the papers?
Yes, he did. At this point, with a burst of hellfire, there was nothing but a hempen rope inside of the cage.
At this point, I'm gonna come back into the room, or at least poke my head through the little doorway, and be like, "Looks like you guys got some company outside."
Oh, what?
You see a noose hanging in the cage, swinging. Okay.
Okay.
The rest of them don't seem worried. So what should
Epsilon's
he?
just so chilly. It's like, oh, that's normal. Anyway.
Where's for
People outside?
Some people are outside.
You should be done. Rafat! Rafi! Coming down the stairs, he's got a small I imagine that Thanatos sees him first as you are milling about. You see a member of, you can tell by the Sequorum. He is dressed in a lighter, brown, white robes. More dirtier in terms of dust and such. There is a sword on his hip, a shield on his back, and a bow and quiver. He seems to be carrying some sort of cask, not exactly, some sort of box that has a bunch of bottles into it. There is a golden sort of a lion mask on his face. I'm coming down and puts it down on the stairs, draws his bow.
Mr. Raffi.
You're not there.
I'm not.
This is on the outside. This is just you and him. You can see this too as you poke around.
I see him do this.
You have a lot of nerve showing your face here, Deathwalker.
Why
Why did you come to the house of my child, Osirde? You here to be your master again? Shall I put the nail on you right now?
He has a bow
Speak
drawn
quickly
on?
before my fingers tire.
He has a bow drawn on?
Yes.
I quickly
I do not know what
whip
you're
out my hand
talking
crossbow
about.
and say, I suggest you drop it.
I do not know what you're talking about.
Make a persuasion check.
Ah, man, not persuasion.
Not persuasion. Well,
At the same time I do that,
it definitely just hit your left off. 15, 14.
You're minus the
Not
charisma.
bad. Not bad.
It's my highest ever.
probably the highest ever.
Reaches over to his mask, unhooks it in the corner. As it comes down, you see that this whole bottom side of his face is pockmarked and scarred. A little bit of blood and pus, and then even more comes up as his bow lights itself on fire from top tip to down. As it peels back and blood and pus starts to come down.
I'm gonna cheek kick the door behind me and be like, we got a situation here.
Put it down.
Is that enough to call our attention?
I do not know
Do we hear?
who you are. I
this
don't know
was
what
the
you're
door
talking
that's
about.
into your room right here, so you guys
Do
definitely
not
know.
lie to me.
I've
Osirde.
never been in this temple until last night.
You guys normally
put
have
down
down our weapons.
Creed comes out.
Whoa.
Oh, good! Just like
Just great.
This is how you know
I'm following.
What's going on?
Creed comes out. You're going to put that down.
As soon as he
Oh,
puts
you-
his down.
That's not how this is going to work.
That's not-
Epsilon, just put it down for now. Mr. Raphael. For now, he can be trusted. For now. I'll
How
pursue.
much do you know of this man?
Only the fact that he's quite hideous.
Ouch.
Is it true?
But he did assist us in rescuing Dorain.
Well, that for his own gains.
I was sent to help him
By who?
by a contact.
You're going to answer the question in 3 seconds, so I'm going to put the arrows in here.
I did
3,
answer the question.
2, 1. Everybody roll for initiative.
No!
Nice.
This right here might as well die.
I don't want to.
These people.
I think you recognize what this guy is.
This guy?
I don't
Oh,
know.
you don't? Okay.
Actually, I don't.
You
So I
gotta be
was onto
joking.
something by investigating him.
For a moment, you need to go grab Creed's character sheet.
I'm just standing there with my hands. I have not drawn any weapons.
I think I prepared this spell for today, but I
This is fine. This
don't-
is fine.
but I don't
this
think-
is fine,
okay,
this is
okay.
fine.
I'm gonna try not to kill Creed, I promise.
Please
I don't want to kill anyone.
don't kill Rafat either. I'd rather you not.
I'm not worried about their lives.
At this point,
Of course you aren't.
at this point, I what happens will happen.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you guys are gonna probably have to try to incapacitate Epsilon.
I'm not fighting
I'm
anyone.
sure I did something for that, yes?
If this is going down, like this is what he's gonna do, it's gonna.
I just know immediately I'm with Epsilon because he defended me.
I don't know where you guys are going to side yourselves.
Well, at this point, I have a flaming arrow pointed at me.
Okay.
Hey, when we level up, do we have to change our spell save DC?
No.
Not yet. Because,
Not unless your ability score is got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or proficiency.
There's
So
the
yeah,
fresh
not yet.
one.
There's the fresh one, he said.
Okay.
Should have taken the deal.
It wouldn't help what
There was
happened
no
to
deal.
Level.
Oh,
It wouldn't help what-
This is what going on.
it wouldn't have been nothing. He's still
I
gonna
didn't
walk
think it was gonna go
downstairs
this way.
and see.
Well, I didn't think no one thought he was going to go this way.
I don't even know who this person is.
Much better. Okay. 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
19, 18.
15, 18. So.
What's up?
Yeah, man. Everyone going before me is not gonna help. But okay.
15 to 10.
11.
12.
You are the road, man.
Go,
To be fair, it fits. He's kind of been caught blindsided.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then 11.
11.
10 to 5.
7. I don't know if Dorian is gonna get a song today.
Alright.
He's ready to
I'm
come
gonna
up with a
draw
hit new
the
symbol and we're just throwing hands today.
And someone's about to start a war. Oh no.
These two who have not gotten any sleep tonight are just ready to throw hands, I guess.
Oh yeah. This is a stairwell going up. Rafat is at the end of it. You will be marked by bloody die. 20.
Oh, thank God.
Creed will be marked by purple die because it's his color.
Good.
I imagine you are right here.
I was at the door that
He
led
was,
into
like,
the,
right by the door.
the kitchen area. So if he's there, then I imagine I'm right next to him. What's Assassin's Creed?
Dorian about to drop some tunes on this
Assassin's
fight.
Dorian's canonically like strumming his guitar.
I'm taking out my guitar, running through the door.
Got
playing
some
it.
get new infighting music.
Nervously strums the guitar.
I'm just like
As he's watching
chilling
everybody fight,
here.
like,
Alright.
I'm just like chilling here.
Where are you guys? So you were right here?
Where
Is that this is the door to the kitchen?
Yeah, door to the kitchen.
Yeah, I was right there.
Okay.
I probably took like one step to the side.
Okay,
to
so
kind of,
we're in the kitchen,
yeah,
right?
standoff bit.
Okay.
We're right here.
gonna be? Hold on again.
You got inside.
Yeah.
That's kind of like
yes,
right.
I need to get to Creed.
I mean, to be fair, they
I
saw,
did literally say I followed.
They saw a crossbow aimed at this person, so they probably came out.
Guess this is what we're doing.
It's fine, guys. It's not like.
Just for
I
the
don't know.
Initiative does not mean you have to fight. Just for the record.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just
Okay,
trying to assure.
okay,
I'm trying to
thank
assure
you, because like every time,
I'm trying to assure.
again,
you.
my D&D experience is playing at cons for one shot.
Yeah, initiative is a combat order,
Okay.
but
Doesn't
it
mean you have
does
to
not
fight.
mean you have to fight. You can
Okay.
spend your turns like trying to persuade people. You can.
Yeah.
You can.
Thank God.
Bane also does not directly harm them,
Okay.
but if you do expend spell slots, which I'm sure you guys didn't need those anyway for today.
not
Epsilon,
reassuring.
start of your turn.
Has he launched the arrow yet?
Not yet, but you feel like his fingers are tiring.
Because he says 3, 2, and like halfway as he's like saying 1, I'm gonna go ahead and just bull rush him.
Okay.
And I'm going to just tackle him.
Okay, attack opportunity though.
That's fine.
From Creed.
There's Creed's right there.
13 will miss though, I believe.
Yes.
So, he like struck out with his fist, unable to get anything. Go ahead. You're gonna, what is it, athletics?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go for a grapple, since
Okay.
that's what that is. Or if you allow me a prone shove.
Whatever you want. What do you want to do?
Whatever you want. I'm trying to tackle him, is what I'm effectively trying to do, like get on top of him and pin him to the ground. That's what I'm trying to get to. But I want to know what your wills are.
You have to knock him prone first.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, buddy, old pal. It would be what? Acrobatics for me?
Acrobatics or athletics?
24.
Ooh, that was good.
You like come and like bum rush him out here. He steps back, puts his foot forward, like pivots on turns, comes and puts the and he just changed up his grip to sideways as you kind of like stumble forward, right there. Unable to get him to knock out. He still seems intent on shooting you with this flaming bow.
I
If that's
did
the case,
nothing.
I'm going to kind of roll with it to take another couple steps forward to kind of get between him and little man.
Very well.
And then I'm going to action surge, and in one motion, as I'm kind of doing that, get back to my feet, and I'm going to pop him with my pommel and
Oh, go
right
ahead.
to the chin. And I will go ahead and do a since it's kind of under this guise, I'm going to go ahead and do a fainting attack to give myself advantage.
Okay.
I believe that's a 24.
24 definitely had more damage.
Eight, 5, 13.
13?
13 total.
Okay.
Just give him a good clock to the jaw.
Okay.
What's there? Whatever jaw there is there.
Yeah, you get some
Fine.
blood. You don't know how much of it was already there, but yeah.
And then do like a flip with my blade and get into like more of a defensive position, blade forward, shield out, standing between the two of them.
Wait, so what did he call me?
Deathwalker.
Deathwalker?
Deathwalker.
And one other thing.
I missed it. I missed the second thing.
Okay.
I just couldn't get over. I was like,
Dorian,
I'm pretty
your
sure it's a
turn.
Deathwalker, but
I am running out through this door. Who's this?
That's great.
That's great.
Okay, I'm gonna run past Creed to here, and I'm strumming my guitar and just yelling, Rafat, I suggest you drop your bow and just talk with us right now. Wisdom save.
That is a natural 14. Sorry, buddy.
That just saves. Oh wait, natural 14.
Natural, so
That saves.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot. Plus a lot. Whatever.
Okay.
And bonus action. I'm going to inspire Dusk.
Okay. At the end of Dorian's turn, it is now Creed's turn. Hello, old friend. It's been such a long time.
What?
It was an old character of his.
You're in the way. You gotta go down first.
Ah, come on.
Creed?
It's Creed's turn.
What?
Attack for fun. He doesn't have loyalty
I
to
did
you.
attack her. I suggested he stop.
Yeah.
In Creed's
You
eyes,
showed
it
which
was-
side you're on. His first attack.
First. Cool.
Natural 20.
Oh, come on!
Started singing, bye, bye, Dorian's gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
You see him
I don't know what I
reach
did.
into his pocket, Dusk, pull out a golden set of knuckles as he comes over, and he's just gonna clock you right upside the head.
Oh, he's a monk.
That's monk then.
He has monk stuff.
Well, that
Yeah,
answers
monk
the question of what type of assassin he was.
Oh. Okay.
You take. Oh, I forgot. It was actually over to 15 I figured. I didn't have the knuckles on right then. So that will be 9 points of bludgeoning damage, plus 4 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And I need a Constitution saving throw.
9 plus 4 is 30.
Constitution saving throw.
Nine.
You are stunned.
Ah, yes.
Ah, yes.
Stunning.
Good old monk.
Good old stunning
Back
shot.
fashion. I am stunned.
Good old monks.
Oh, this is on my way now.
You gonna make an attack opportunity?
Nope.
Do you?
I'm not.
I can't. I'm stunned.
Now flanking on you. You can open up a second attack.
Flurry of blows.
16 to hit.
Miss.
16's a miss. So he comes out with his second attack. It is now going to be his bonus action. Yeah, I'm going to flurry of blows.
Yeah, there it is.
2 more attacks.
Got it.
But a 14 will miss. And I rolled trash, so a 15 will
Why is
miss.
it that every combat I end up stunned?
These multiple attacks come out.
It's just because you're so stunning.
Ah.
I kind of go for like as he comes up to like clock me, I duck underneath, try to sweep the leg. He probably jumps up and then does 2 punches right into my
Yeah.
shield.
Nothing up. You get there? Absolutely. Okay. Does Creed have anything else to do?
What does this mean for me?
Nah, he's good right there. Dusk, it's your turn.
Cool.
Okay, so I can persuade people, right?
You can totally
You
talk
can turn
to
and
people.
try.
Great. Okay. Why are we fighting right now? I don't understand what's going
Me
on.
neither.
I brought
Can't
this.
say anything.
I brought little man
Okay, I
here.
can't speak.
I brought little man here. Why are we? Why are we
It says I
fighting?
can speak falteringly. Me neither.
Can
Yes. You can use that.
You can use Bardic Inspiration, sure.
And then you add your
And
persuasion.
plus
back.
persuasion. 13.
13. Creed goes, get them to drop their stuff. Rafi goes, we are chaining up a Dubious Deal.
What? We're doing what?
Repeat that slowly.
Seared
No. I will not fear him.
What?
Seared it. That's what I heard.
Yeah. But is that your turn, Dusk?
Yes.
Lucilius.
Alright, I'll just get in here. And in this clutter right here.
Oh, my bad. Take that damage you took and double it. I didn't double it yet. So not go ahead.
I'm just gonna slam my hands up, like grab my mace and slam it to the ground and go, for the name of all that's holy, let's calm down and cast Calm Emotions.
No.
Oh, you're smart.
On that area right there. Anyone on a 20-foot radius.
How much damage was it? 13?
Like Christmas
So 26 total?
It's a charisma save indeed.
Dorain's
Because
down.
you were crit. Because you crit him. Oh, dang.
Dorain's not gonna- okay, so charisma save.
There's a reason why he said you couldn't talk.
Lorafeld gets 4, so he fails.
Okay.
And then Creed gets A little bit better. Is this a charm-based effect?
It's let's see. You attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people with humanoid in the 20-foot radius. Must make charisma saving throw. The person can choose to fail. The creature fails. It's You can surpass the effect in causing to. I can surpass the effect of charm and frighten.
I think it's just.
Alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice.
That
That it is hostile towards.
The damage effect of it is charmed.
This indifference of that. So I just tell, hey, be indifferent towards
Little guy.
little guy right now. It's not really charmed.
Look up what Still Mind does. It's been so long.
Right there.
Is he a drunken master?
No, almost did that.
No, still wants to mine. Let's use like an action
To just.
to use their action to.
Oh no, that right.
Okay. Yeah.
Charm.
Figured it was Trump or Fright. Cool. That's the end of Lucilius' turn.
Yep. Did I feel it taking?
Is it everyone in that circle?
Everyone in this area, and
I rolled a 16.
and he
16.
saved. So do
I'm
I?
unconscious.
How do I? Oh, but I cannot cast a spell. So just be guarding Dorain, I guess. Did I feel it taking effect on any of the two guys? I mean,
Yes, both Creed and Rashut managed to fail because I rolled like 20.
I make them indifferent towards little man.
Okay.
I don't
You
think
might
still wants to
wanna-
mine would break this.
I don't think it would either.
Can
Still
you
good
make
would.
him calm towards two people at once, or is it just one?
Uh,
Because, I mean, I think they're pretty pissed at Epsilon, too.
I mean, the reason they're pissed at Epsilon is because he defended.
Okay. No, you made your decision.
Um,
All right, cool. That's Lucilius' turn. It's now Rashut's turn. Different.
Let's just talk this out, Rafat. Come on.
That's what Rashut wanted to do. So much fun. Lowers his bow. You have allowed a panther to this house.
I'll slaughter.
The charity must be stopped.
I'll slaughter the panther if the panther strikes again. But for now, we kind of need any help we can get.
Rashut will keep his bow out, but it's the end of Rashut's turn. Thanatos, what are you up to?
I don't know. I am very confused right now.
Confusion.
I am confusion.
Okay.
Rafat, explain.
America, explain.
Do you want that to be your turn?
Huh?
Do you want that to be your turn?
Can I ask them to do something?
Yeah.
Like, can I ask him why he's like
Yeah.
Rafat, is it? Why are you aiming a bow at me? I've never been here. What do you have against me?
He just looks at you like he doesn't understand why you don't understand what he's doing. Like, he's like, maybe an insight check. Let's roll some dice here.
$18?
From what we're able to tell, Rashut is a member of the Sequorum, where life is, and out there, life is very cheap. So, killing someone that you have a long-term vengeance with, that's fine. Totally valid. He very clearly knows who you are. He's calling you by terms that you do not understand. You've been looking for someone who understands who you are for a bit, and you found one. He was pointing a bow at you. You don't know what's going on.
He called me a
seems to-
Deathwalker, a Panther, and an Asir Day. And I'm
Yeah.
like confused.
Would you like me to spell that word?
Which one?
The Asir did.
Sure.
Asir Day.
Let's see if I got it right or not.
OCCID.
I did not get it right.
Yeah, absolutely.
OCC. I'm gonna just go features and traits.
Fair enough.
Deathwalker.
If no one is going to engage, it's honestly down to Epsilon at this point.
Can you repeat? Spell it slower.
OCCIDERE. Lucilius.
And Panther. So apparently someone knew me in my previous life.
So,
Yeah, I don't want to draw any weapons.
okay. You're just sitting there like, huh?
I'm very Confucian right now.
Okay. Epsilon, it is your turn. It's honestly up to you whether or not we're stepping out of initiative at this moment.
I'm just kidding.
I killed him.
I turned my blade around and stabbed Creed. No. I did that for. Oh my God, I did that. I'm joking.
You better.
I'm joking.
So Vega is gonna cry tonight.
I did that just to get a reaction from you. I promise. No.
I've been stabbed before. He'd be fine.
Yeah, by a child when you sent that stupid thing to me. I know.
I'm between these two. I know that I just tried to get calmed as well. I kind of recognize what just happened, and I will not lower my weapon, but I'm going to take just a few steps back. Slowly, and get like a more wall shape in front of our short man here.
Okay.
And hold my action. For anything, if this goes south, that's all.
I'm totally fine stepping out of initiative order at this moment, as you are holding up your sword and shield.
Everything can be spoken out, okay? If you have any grievances against him, please speak.
Technically, after Epsilon's turn, I would make a death save.
He's not lethal.
Okay.
He's not lethal. You are, however, unconscious, though.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, you go down and the music goes
I
down.
think
We're not in combat anymore.
You got any awkward music for awkward conversations?
Is Dorian dying or something?
No, he's just unconscious,
Okay.
like, for the second time in, like, 12 hours.
And because of Dorian, I gotta go to the tour now.
You're just gonna brush past all this and leave?
I'm gonna leave them to you. Okay, they're yours.
Turning over
That's-
to Rafi. Rafi, what are we doing? Just kind of like, it's very much Rafat has the problem, and Creed was just like, alright, it's go time. And like, he just like sprung into action, no hesitation whatsoever. But now they are both under the effect of your spell. Who knows what's going to happen once you release that spell. Once that's gone. What are we doing, Rafi? Rafi goes, I do not know at the moment what you're doing. I know that Rashut has to leave.
I do
But
not
talk.
know that word. I don't
Do
know
not
what
know your
this
name?
here day is.
Speak plain. You make no sense.
My name is not Rasir Day.
He takes his mask and puts it back onto his face fully. Creed, have you prepared the spell of truth today? Yeah, just burn through all my spell slots. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I did.
I love that that's a term in the real world.
He's just kind of like, Creed's so done with everything.
He wakes up to us in his house, and now
I don't even think he's slept.
do
He's been
anything.
out
That's
all
the
night.
thing.
he didn't wake up. He just realized that we were in his house.
They just had friends over. Is this how?
Dusk has friends over for the first time in ages, and it's just like this.
You get new kids all the time. What are two friends?
So imagine the reason you didn't see Gwen is because Greed just in the back alley. Just going Daredevil on her. Creed eventually.
This time.
Thank you. Creed walks over to Dorain, got up, puts his hand down on you, and as a death cleric, he just does not have to roll. You heal 20 hit points. So you cast Cure Wounds at second level.
Dude.
I'm almost out of the ref. I need to rest after this. Very well. We have questions. You can answer. I'm aware that I'm under the capabilities of a spell for the time being.
And
That will change. Depending upon your answers. Depends on whether or not I help you. Come, let's sit around the breakfast table. And he just walks over to the breakfast table!
what is happening?
He's under calm emotions.
I know, but like,
You messed with his mind, dude! He's gonna act like that!
no, but
He's also a weird dude!
We tried to kill each other one moment, and he invites us for breakfast the next. You know. Oh my gosh! As soon as I'm still in the full defensive. As soon as he walks into the double door, that's when I finally put my guard down, sheathe my and I turn and look over behind my shoulder at you. What did you do?
I do not know.
maybe we will. Eventually. Right
Guess we have to go sit down at the breakfast table.
No one points weapons at someone for no reason.
I did not point my weapons.
I'm talking about him.
Yes.
People point weapons for no reason all the time.
Who's me?
Is that what he says?
Yeah, he just crazy as hell, like.
No, I said
guns,
this as
just
he
like-
walked in the other room, so I didn't think.
No, Rafat walked into the other room. He's waiting for you guys. Kreese is
Oh.
out here just being like, this is my life.
Oh, gotcha.
People point weapons all the time, but I didn't. I don't know what's going on right now. And then I walk into the kitchen.
Shoot my stuff.
I probably went right after a Rafat.
And we still don't have a newspaper!
If you would just let me go out!
What has happened this morning? We woke up, a devil appeared, and a brawl.
And people are gathering outside. Luckily, the doors are closed this
Luckily, everything
time.
is-
I know, I was waiting for you to be like, the doors bust open, like click, 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 click. That's what I was waiting for.
Whatever.
Oh no, that would be the worst thing
camera is.
ever. I don't want my face in the newspaper.
Connected to Bluetooth.
Alright. Do you guys all walk into the breakfast table?
Yeah.
I walk in and
It's
just
a big
stand,
breakfast
like,
table.
at the doorway, leaning against the wall right next to the door.
It's a table big enough
You
for
see,
7 people. At least.
Rafat has already pulled out of his pack, like, mush to eat. Like, you understand that Rafat eats as bland food as he can find. Like, he's, like, fully believes that rice and beans are all that you need to survive. And so he gets the blandest thing that smelled the least. There is no flavor, there is no seasonings, there is nothing. You know that he could afford all that stuff. He chooses not to.
So he's a white guy.
I'll have you know that I can handle more spice than you can.
Can you?
Yes,
We'll see.
I do.
Have you tried his
Very
ghost
nice.
pepper wings?
No,
Those weren't spicy.
I don't know the best way to get out of here.
That is fair. All right.
Have you
I
ever
think-
had the blazing wings from Buffalo Wild Wings?
The place. Don't,
The hottest they have.
don't think I have.
Yeah, he ate like 9 of them.
Impressive.
But at that point, I think as you
I
guys
ate
file
one.
into the breakfast table, we're gonna have a little bio break right here, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna figure out what's going on here in a bit.
Why break? No.
And we're back. A lot of talking off camera, but that was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We got to stress out Vega. It's my favorite pastime.
That was something.
That's why you're called Vega's Bully.
That's why I'm called Vega's Bully. Absolutely.
Great.
Self-appointed title. So, as you guys are brought and or bring yourselves around the kitchen table, Creed comes up. He's just like, "Yep, all right. Rafi, who are we truthing?" I would prefer to truth the same day and this half-elf. All right.
Another half-elf?
Their name is Epsilon. Ah, interesting.
I did it before.
He's my dad.
Boogie, boogie,
Most definitely not. I'm probably the same age as you.
No, I was a wood elf, and my features were almost the exact same as his. So I was like, I'm your dad. Boogie, boogie, boogie.
So, all right, I'm gonna cast a spell. Don't resist, because it's rude.
He's just so done right now.
Yep.
Is this Creed or Rapat?
This is Creed.
Okay.
The next, 10 minutes. The two of you will not be able to speak any lies. We will ask you some questions. Please answer them. Because I want to go to bed. Okay. He casts a spell over the two of you guys. If you guys are resisting, charisma saving throw.
Fail. Is that a charm based?
I think so.
Zone of Truth?
Yeah. Is that a charm?
I don't think so.
I think it is.
I'm not resisting anything.
Yeah, if you can spare on the point of your turn.
I mean, he did say
Charisma
so
saving throw on a failed save. Yep.
Oh, no, its effect is control, not charm.
No, it's not a. It has to be like charm and like the name of it, but no,
Yeah.
it's not a charm based spell.
F it.
Cool.
He
Alright.
did say not resist, but yeah.
How close are you guys to these two?
I'll probably be in the area,
Cool.
but I won't
Make one as
resist.
well. Okay,
Not
cool.
resisting.
You're in the area?
I'm sitting at the table, so yeah.
Cool. Make it.
Do I have to make a saving?
I mean,
You're
if you want
unfortunately
Choose to
the.
fail.
Unless you.
You can choose to fail.
You can choose to fail.
I choose to fail.
Fair enough. What'd you get?
13.
13 fails.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright. I'm also under the effects of the spell, so I'm tired. Rafi is also under the effects of the spell. Yes. Very well.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Let's go. 19.
So many papers everywhere. 19?
Yeah. 19?
He seems to be honest in that he's very tired and that you feel like he does not want to be here anymore. And in all intents and purposes, you believe that he's under the spell.
Fair enough.
Alright. Rafi, what questions do you have with these two? What do you remember?
About what?
What do you remember about Petunia's rock?
I don't know anything about Petunia's rock.
Why do you know nothing of Petunia's rock?
How long ago was that?
I believe it was approximately 143 years ago, 3 months, 7 days, give or take a few hours.
Yeah, there is a reason why I don't remember anything. Wait, how long ago was Patchwall?
A few months.
Okay, so 3-4 months?
3, yeah, about 3.
3, okay. I'm just
4.
getting my time.
Yeah.
About 7 months ago, I woke up in a grave with no memory, just a note pinned to my armor, and it said my name was Thanatos. I did not remember anything. I do not know how I got there. Nothing of what happened. Of what happened before. And I am trying to find someone, the person who gave me the note, to know why I was woken up.
Creed goes, Thanatos. Not short man, little man. Whatever he said before. Oh yeah, we got the name.
I would not like... I would prefer that not to be announced to anyone. Outside this room.
He looks over at the cage, kicks it, it goes over. Alright, double checking. He just sends it across the room. Right.
It's just done.
I like how Thanatos will have no knowledge of like.
It's just like what?
He just kicks a cage randomly. You're like,
Well, the cage.
There was a bird cage with a noose in it. And he just
the cage did have a cloth on it the last time I saw it, and now it doesn't, and there's a noose. So something happened that I don't know.
All right. My turn, I guess. Is your name, or at least the name that you go by, typically, really Epsilon?
It's fighting the classified.
Oh, that's a couple.
Yes, and yes and no. Depends on when you and who you ask.
All right. Great. I love complicated answers. Who is classifying everything that you can and can't say?
I don't have to answer.
You don't.
No, I'm not answering.
All right.
Is your name Mark or Steven?
Do you intend on destroying
You guys have watched
the
that.
Cult of Lies, like the rest of us, I believe, are intending to do? Yeah? Yes?
Yes, sure hope.
Yep.
We all are, yeah.
You better?
Yeah.
Good. And that's the truth!
If that's what my patron wants, then yes.
Is your patron an otherworldly entity? Come on, you have to give us something. Other than it's classified and that you have a patron of some sort. I have dealt with arcane patrons before. Are you some sort of conduit for someone else's magic?
No.
Alright, well, that's a good answer.
My patron is more of someone who is. It's more of guardian aspect.
Are you guarding anything in particular, or just society?
Society.
Alright. Well, I don't know where you came from or what exactly you're doing, but you're here to help. And as far as I can tell, unless you are a fiend
capable of bypassing. So the truth, you seem to be telling the truth. You seem to have put yourself up with Thanatos or whatever other names Rafi has. Lucilius, he was a Deathwalker. Deathwalker lieutenant. Ah,
Is it R-E-D-E or D-E-R-E?
D-E-R-E.
But Osirde.
Lucilius.
So it's pronounced the R before the D, but
Lucilius. I have it here. Lucilius. O-Sir-Dere.
right?
Had a little pronunciation guide for me.
so it's O-C-C-I-R-D-E-R-E. Because you're
O-C-C-I-D-E-R-E.
so you're just pronouncing the extra R that isn't there.
Rafat has an accent.
Okay.
What are Deathwalkers?
Deathwalkers were a tribe of Spore.
Cool.
Do we have any other questions that we would like to share while we are here? Any other things we'd like to get off our chest?
I may try something. Father Creed, what is it that you do at night?
He's taking everything I can to not have him say your mom right now.
And don't try saying my mom because
Does,
she's dead.
I think that's out of character.
Did he roll for having
He claimed that he
not under
purposely
the-
failed.
Or he said that he
He's
did
on
it.
there.
He seems to be under the effect.
Looks over at Rafi. Makes a nod. I do illegal activities. Not permitted by the crown, although clown also works.
He does what activity?
Illegal activities.
I like him, the clown.
So you're well aware of the limitations of what people can and cannot do based upon what the Orion family dictates as adventurous activities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
So you're
respect
just
that.
so you're just an adventurer?
Sure.
Hmm.
Rafat chirps up. I had been hoping, Dusk, that this would all come well, that you would be able to join us for activities at the nighttime variety. You can say that we are both very proud of you. And everything permitted, you will be invited to join us.
I like that.
Eat some more mush.
Is there any well, since you offered so gently for us to ask any questions that are in our chests, might as well get it over with. What do you know about the dry Martha?
Her mother is a night hag. She has been working alongside the Cult of Lies for a very time period. I know that she had been here long before the Cult of Lies, and that she seemed to have been some sort of sleeper agent activated by the Cult of Lies in order to gain further enthronement. I understand that as a night hag, she has capabilities of stepping into the ethereal plane, and as such, I am attempting to use a Luberak. Ah, there you are. It's just like having seen everything and not contributed. Nuberak.
He just watched the whole fight, just
Yeah, yeah,
from
yeah.
above, just.
Luckily, no one died.
Utilize
Might need
Nuberak's
us.
ability to steal a talisman off of her to stop her from being able to do that. I also have abilities to tether her to this reality, but it is flimsy as such. I'm currently using that ability to tether your nemesis. This is why I know that he is currently on the plateau of Earth.
See.
But I will need to use that tether or something else. So we should solve that.
Do we have a solution for that?
Where's the paper? You see like the torn up paper in front of you?
Creed brought in a weird looking imp. And he tried to offer us a deal, but none of us were really interested.
And then the imp hung itself.
Was that what was in the cage?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you have every intention of destroying the Coat of Lies for the time being?
Yes.
Do you have every intention of destroying the Coat of Lies for the time being?
If my guardian wishes.
Pero? I have brought a number of potions. I got pearls for ideally for your use, so that you may cast spells more often. Create, how much time do we have? I don't want to concentrate anymore. Just like he's like, I don't want to keep concentration on the spell.
About
anymore.
3 seconds.
Don't know. We can resolve the. We can resolve after the code is abolished.
As long as you don't try to kill me right after. Agreed.
Sorry about the jaw.
I was ugly before.
I'm so I said sorry about the jaw and I was ugly before.
No, it's because you
so-
clocked him in the jaw.
I know, but that's why I'm
Yeah.
apologizing because I clocked him in the jaw.
Yeah. It seems that there's some sort of disconnect with him. Like by this time, the calm motions is off. He is grotesquely ugly underneath everything. So it could have just been a thing where he just thought that you were like, "Oh, I caused that on your face," and he's like, "No." Creed, you made the spell. All right, and the effects come off. Rashut goes back out. Actually comes back over with that crate. Dusk, I trust you to exercise your judgment over these. And then, alright. Great, we have needed rest. Our bodies will wait soon.
Can I ask Creed a few questions?
Sure, good. I'm out of, I'm not concentrating on that spell anymore though, so.
It's fine.
Okay.
Dry Martha said that you were an assassin before?
Well, we planned on killing her today anyways, so.
You are.
Hmm?
May I join you?
I think that was the plan, was for all of us to join.
Yeah, but now that we know that they're gonna be there, we might have like they might have.
Rafi and I operate generally on a one basis. We are taking Luberek due to his advanced abilities in thieving. You are loud.
I am allowed.
No, you are loud.
Oh yeah. It's just that I kind of have a personal bone to pick with her. So if
That sucks for you.
any chance of me getting to kill her, I would probably take it. But sure, yeah.
Sit with the rest of the organization.
Organization.
We're going to take out her now before she starts sending nightmares at people and start assassinating them through those. But we only have limited amount of time. You have your things to handle. We have ours. And I don't want to talk anymore. Goodbye.
Good night.
And he just leaves. Rafi comes over, drops the carton.
Have you by chance gotten your hands on the newspaper yet today?
Yes, I bought numerous copies so that anybody, so other people would have less. And then he drops a newspaper for
Oh my gosh.
every one. I get one too, as well as within the crate there are all of these items. You guys can distribute with them as you wish.
May I I'll take
Let's
a
read
few
the-
over here.
This is cool. Hold on, I'm looking at these first.
Oh, and I haven't sent out
Of
all my
course.
handouts today. I'm out. More writing.
What? I just read the headline.
Who's Leon Ryan?
So he escaped?
For Zach here, Leon Ryan was. What happened in session 1 was that he brought Dorain in to be like, "Oh, hey guys, let's all like talk, have a good time," and then he tried to assassinate the Chancellor.
Leon Ryan tried to?
Yeah, but he was captured. They apprehended him, and then they were like, "We don't know what we're gonna do with him yet.
Yeah.
Keep him here for the time being."
Okay.
And then apparently he got out.
You're being called a Calxian spy.
Yeah, Calexian.
To my once beloved Nalia. Bro.
What a simp. I really enjoyed these newspaper articles. I don't know if
They're slandering your religion too. Interesting.
Cult of Destruction.
oh, just wait, Vega, you're in there too.
Oh no! All I did was say fuck off.
No, I just remember what you said.
I said leave my brother out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Amazing.
Trevor?
Do you guys remember how
Yes!
during the fight he's like, "That's my blackguard that I
Oh,
have"?
did he say that?
Yeah, to you.
I.
To you, Zach. He's like, "Yeah." That's
Oh,
mine."
he said like.
No, I
sponsored
was
him or something. Yeah, yeah.
I was
remember that.
recovering.
I knew I missed something with the fight. I skipped over so much of it because it was a bunch of dice rolling.
Yeah. It was in there.
Yeah, he said that's my,
That was the
my
biggest-
He said that's
blackguard.
my yeah.
That was the thing I missed that came before the hour 30 mark.
I told you guys that he had a little secret agent on the inside, and you guys went cool. And then you guys said we should go talk to Trevor, and then never did.
I never
You guys
remember
were
talking
like,
to Trevor.
wow, maybe we should talk to Trevor about the fact that Leon Ryan
Oh, maybe.
sponsored him, whatever. And then you guys were like, yeah, and then you guys just did.
We didn't have time.
I don't know.
Literally, we didn't have time.
I told you that it was a spy, and so I gave you his name, and then you guys didn't investigate, which is why the spy was able to oust and get Leon out.
Oh my.
What?
I just saw something.
I'm very interested in what you saw. You made fun of Trevor's name. Yeah? Yeah.
I plan on staying at the Sardeskis until the Azure Syndicate can teleport.
Teleport me.
Interesting.
I'm gonna take it to the back. There, Dusk. I'm so excited. This has been so much fun writing these things because you guys get so into it, and then I don't know. I think it's great for the recording. It's just several minutes of you guys just reading, and then occasionally being like, "This person's name." Back to reading, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
I do enjoy these a lot. It definitely helps you get into the mindset.
Oh yeah.
Samson, huh?
Yeah, that's the
That's the
god,
god
of
that they
war
follow.
and might.
Yeah.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
War and might.
The god of strength, and he's a god of strength, war, and march. He is a newcomer to this side of the land.
I hope no one's looking for something of his.
Oh, that sounded sus as fuck.
Yeah.
The editorial. We are. That's offensive to call it so.
I feel like Dusk is usually pretty chill with other people's religions and stuff, but like due to having met a bunch of rich
Frick
kids
Samson.
who are rude little shits. And,
Those kids?
Yeah, those kids.
Undoubtedly worship Samson.
They probably don't like people who worship Samson quite as much.
They are might is right.
Yeah.
Essentially, people. And they believe that they are might is right, and we are also the might, so therefore we are right.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a god of strength. I'm interested in that thing that you pointed out to me, Zach. I'm interested in where you take that. The flippin'. So
we
the
didn't
truth
even.
would have been different.
What's funny is that we didn't even like talk about that at all. I just found that out today.
Yeah, I had this written up on like Wednesday.
I know, but I just found out that
Yeah.
one thing today.
Dorian, is your name really Rufus?
No, it's just something I was telling people to get the Wyndham Merlin name.
That was the first time we encountered the city guard back in like session 2.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to give him my name. It's Rufus Hammerstein. The guard looked at my character, was like, "Is that true?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
And then, of course, Kazoo went, "Tell him your real name!" And I go to second disadvantage because he's disadvantaging you. This is nice.
Trying to kiss up to this quorum. Mm-hmm.
Which is fair.
Fair, but do the Sequorum really want that shit? Probably not.
Do the Sequorum read the paper? No. Like, probably the one with the Sequorum that did is Rafi. And he went, propaganda. And it's like, just like left. Like,
There's a reason why. So that's why he bought all of these. He read this one, was like, I'm gonna buy more so other people can read it.
Simping.
I think I forgot something else left.
Tiefling man. First of all.
Dusk looks uncertain. Like, I don't think that people could like look at Dusk and be like, "Ah, that's where you were born as," or like whatever. That's who you signed at birth. So
Yeah, androgynous as hell.
yeah. So I just kind of had them go like, I don't know, flip a coin. I'm like, dude, I don't know, why not? Like,
Having a history of assaulting children and nobility. Oh yeah, that time I maimed a child.
Dusk says that out loud.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, there were these really rude noble kids when I was little, and when my horns just grew in, they started trying to beat me up and stuff. So, second time they tried, I clawed one of their eyes out.
Fair.
Yeah, understandable.
They had what was coming to them.
Sam is
Sam is just like here as well. Playing with the bottles, making them clink together. Yeah.
As far as the Bannered Independent goes, is this more like legitimate source? Is this commonly believed as a legitimate source, or is it more tabloid type stuff?
This is more believed to be a legitimate source.
Okay.
It's not a tabloid, but it is government sponsored of March, as is very clearly plastered on it.
Oh, I didn't know.
You have your character just like, I don't believe it at all. It's a bunch of nonsense.
What's that?
You have your character just like not believe anything at all, or
No, I said that's what I need. I just
Yep.
need to know.
Notably, there was yells of pain, thrashing of chains, and another voice that seemed to be conducting experiments in the basement of the house of Anubis. Father Crete refused to elaborate on what those were, but this reporter was able to glimpse a Sephora man with a spellbook open below. Rip the King Dead guy.
Why don't we just kill her already?
What magic items did we get?
You wanna root some?
Deafness potion.
See, here's the
potion,
thing.
Night eye potion.
Nalia's like a war she's not prepared for. I'm pretty sure she's prepared.
I will say that between the if March were to just kind of march themselves in against what is Nalia's, they would have a very hard time because they'd have to get to the Sunkist Sands. But if they could get through that, Nalia doesn't really stand much of a chance at all.
Well,
March
they won't
has
have any
aim.
armor. They won't have any armor or weapons because, you know, Lucilius' friends over in the blacksmiths kind of want to rise up against them.
They still have what was previously there, so they still have their old tools and they can still make their own stuff.
They're just
But
not as good as
they lose a lot of resources.
Changes in.
You recognize what these are. You as Zach, I'm pretty sure can recognize what these are.
There's someone over here.
Maybe there's a lot like Bloodhunter stuff.
Yeah, some dupes of pearls.
Because I was seeing that.
Purple.
Very spell slot redemption.
By the way, those pearls of power, they're decently expensive.
That's the other.
That's
what
literally
class
what I was
Yeah.
thinking of.
He's a
Yeah.
He's what?
bloodhunter.
Well, first,
Me
We're fucked.
or Fought?
That's the one thing I didn't think of because it's not one of the core classes.
can I just take?
That's what you recommended I make Jake.
That's why you said I might recognize it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you played a Bloodhunter.
Yeah, my other character I'm playing is a Bloodhunter. That's okay. And these are the mutant stuff because
Yeah.
that's what I'm playing. That's why I recognize all this stuff. Right now.
I figured it'd be fun to just give you guys a bunch of potions and be like, I don't know, do something with it. And once you use it, it's gone.
Yeah.
And then the whole idea of okay, I want to keep going because I have this potion on me, but I need a rest.
Can I just take the pearl, not attune just yet,
You reading that
and
one?
making during the
Sorry,
ritual
your eyes
casting,
were
and
down, I just
identify
reached over
on
and took
the
it.
discs that I have and on the chain.
Discs first?
This chain first.
You could.
Chain first.
I think you're the only one who doesn't have.
And you're gonna see me
Yeah,
just.
but I don't want to roll disadvantage on my wisdom checks.
You're just gonna see me make the
Wait,
the pearl float a bit.
Oh, it's disadvantage on perception
Oh,
Aw, man.
But
Yeah.
still, it's my wisdom check.
and on attack rolls. Oh my gosh,
While in
that's actually.
sunlight.
That's what you have. Yeah.
Oh, while in direct sunlight.
While-
So actually, it's only while that
So-
that really isn't that bad as long as you're at dark and night.
Which
So
is
if
when
you
you
go
would
out
be
at
using
night,
it.
yeah. You do not think that, based upon just the vibe of it, you don't think that devils would be and now a sunlight attack. It's you're a devil. What are you doing? Don't get me wrong. If you were fighting against Father Zarabum of the
Or we're somewhere
Cleric
dark
Warhammer?
and he goes, light hammer, and then I'm
No,
like,
that's fine.
ah!
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not sunlight. It has to be directly from the sun.
Let's talk distributing these, okay?
Yeah.
So this
I'm
one
gonna take this one actually.
you can
Alright.
make an additional.
I was interested in that one
What?
because
You
that's all I
have
do is
that,
swing a
'cause
sword.
you're-
So
He's strong. This one's a regen of sorts that can go to anyone but whoever gets hit the most.
probably either you or me, but you could take it. I really don't care.
This is nice.
Dexterity score.
Sorry,
plus
you're really
4.
going.
You're dexterity based, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
For you.
Oh, is that the one that increases your dex?
Yeah. Your strength score
Oh,
increases
you bumped
by
it.
4. You get strength.
That's gonna make all
Oh,
your.
this has disadvantage on wisdom saving throws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, you get an extra 2 points to damage and
To your
Your
attack
stealth.
rolls.
Dex is good for
I mean,
anyone.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
My
if it's
dexterity would go from a +4 to a +6.
Oh, snap.
This would
+5.
also be helpful for either
Yeah.
you or you. I
Oh,
think.
increases
One
by
of you
4?
three.
Mhm.
Wait, no, but this
Choose
isn't...
between the three of you. Which
You can
one
only
you-
benefit
It's
to
four
this
high level.
up to a 20, right?
What's that?
It's 4 if you get to a higher level.
Yeah, typically.
Colin, he can't go above 20, right?
There you go.
He
That
can?
that will yes.
That will specifically bumps it up to past 20.
So you
So
get a +6.
stacks. That's insane.
So
Yeah.
+8 to hit.
And then I go to stealth and it would be a +10.
That's what this blood under stuff
Yeah.
does. Is it will bump up past
I'll
that.
keep
The
this.
effect ends at a
I'm
short
pretty sure
or
there's
long
an
rest.
intelligence one as well. I don't know how useful it's going to be for you guys, but it's there.
I'll keep these two. These both are intelligence based, but they get disadvantage
character's
on
intelligence one all
wisdom
the time.
and charisma.
So good.
Intelligence and dexterity. Just bump it up.
Yeah, yeah. That's what you get.
Advantage
this
on
one.
wisdom.
It's great to have.
Wisdom sounds like you.
Well, me.
Because do we use wisdom? I think.
Give
Cleric
an
uses
advantage on wisdom checks. Oh, wisdom checks?
Yeah.
That could work. But
I
could
think
make-
Lucilius
have
has
a
the
I
highest
would
passive
like
perception.
one
What?
of these pearls of power.
What's your
highest
passive
perception.
perception?
16, yeah.
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 We only have one pearl of power level 2.
yours?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'll let you have
14?
that since you already expended a truce.
Thank
Mine's
you.
15, but I don't know how I got there.
You have proficiency and perception,
Mm-hmm.
and you have +3 to wisdom. So 3 plus 2 is 5, and then you just take 10 plus your perception score, which is +5. So it's 15. Passive perception of 15. So like say like you know how you sneak up on people, and you roll like a stealth check. I generally compare it to their passive perception, which is generally like 10, 11, 12 for like just like mooks and stuff. And then I see if you beat it. Generally, you know, you beat it. But if someone were to sneak up on you, say if I had an assassin after you, they have to beat your 15. Unless you're actively looking out, in which case you have to beat your 15 or whatever you rolled, whichever's higher.
The discs now?
The discs.
Yep.
Your weapon, what's it based
Oh
on?
boy, it's a
Dex.
big one. Okay.
Dex, okay.
Yeah.
You could probably use that then.
Ah! Did I tell you that I'm a bookworm?
Who is speedy?
This doesn't.
Who needs speed?
He's the slowest.
I got 25.
This doesn't affect attack rolls, does it?
Security checks.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can use it though.
So useful.
Dex checks. That's like stealth and slashing and stuff.
You have other things I think that you've forgotten about. But I have the papers right here.
Other things.
Yeah, things you picked up and
Oh,
you forgot about.
Finger ring.
Fingering?
Yeah.
You don't have identifier.
Motherfucker.
I'm literally identifying
The chain.
the rings right now.
Okay.
I did already.
Oh, that's the chain.
This is the chain.
That's the chain. Gotcha.
Yeah. And as I'm identifying, like, it's going Iron Man on his hologram diagram things, pulling in things.
Is there a place to sell one of those?
One of the what?
You saw what we bought the other
Discs.
day?
Hmm?
The potions that we bought?
You don't know what it does.
Yeah, you
No,
want me
but
to
I
look
can
at them?
sell it. It's platinum.
I just want to know what we have so we can dispense because I forgot to
This
distribute
is
them.
fair.
We had like
Platinum is worth money.
acid.
Sell it to a smith.
I know he at least needs acid
You can melt it down for a smith.
because
He's coming after me.
yeah.
5 bottles of acid.
Knowing Lucilius, we'll go back to the Smith's area.
Ooh, excuse me.
Bless you.
4 bottles of oil flasks and 2 health potions. The regular one.
Okay. Oh gee, we have 5 party members. Everyone gets an acid.
Yay.
Everybody's doing acid. Just tripping out, including Salmon.
Guess that goes under equipment.
That is quite a bit of text there, isn't it?
A vial of acid.
Yep, 1 vial of acid.
What does it do?
You chuck it and it does damage.
Yeah. We were saving.
Not like a lot, but it does some damage.
So we might have left this out, but since you guys are new to the party, we kind of have a revenant chasing us. Well, Dorian specifically.
Thank you. Yes.
What is that?
He doesn't die.
Every time gets killed, he just possesses another thing. He has passive regeneration. Hold on, where are my notes?
And I got 3 of these.
He also screams about wanting people to be his nemesis, so he's like weird. He hates his skin for some reason. Every time he possesses a new body, he kind of gets rid of it.
Okay, I got 2 of them. Yeah.
I mentioned he has a costume, right? It's like a weird skull over him, which is
Oh, is this King Dead guy?
yeah.
Simon speaks up. Rafi would be proud of your notes. Rafi's a big and like, if there were monster books out there, and if he like wrote them down, he would have like a monster book out there. If he like believed that kind of thing. But,
like a bestiary.
Oh no, like he's got like a bestiary in his head, like easily, just like on call.
He's Volo.
Volo can't fight.
Rip Volo. Rafi's different.
R.I.P. Volo.
He does slashing damage with his weird claws. He has a frighten ability that can paralyze people if they're scared enough. Acid works well against him, fire works well against him. And yeah, he's just gonna keep going after him until I guess enough time has passed for him to no longer be bound to Dorian.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's funny.
So you guys are all there.
Well, I hold up the discs. These are interesting.
Oh, interesting how.
Remember, does soul coin ring any bell?
Yes, from that weird imp.
This is it.
Oh, that's a soul coin.
This is a soul coin.
How big are they?
They're 5 inches
5
around.
inches.
They weigh 1 pound each.
Oh my gosh.
How would we have handed all those?
How would we
to
get 100
small-
of those?
And how would you have handed them all to this small little imp guy?
Yeah.
He's supposed to have them for the transaction.
Salmon struggles to push them. He's like trying to push it off the table, just like.
But a bunch of cool things happen. I took a look at one of them. Do I have a feeling how many charges this one particular one has?
Based on the fact that you cast an identify on it?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's fully charged.
Fully charged. Okay. It does cool things. For example, there's a soul here. That's the whole premise. You can basically have that soul. You can basically drain out the soul's essence and use that as a sort of protection for you. You can ask the soul a question. You'll get the answer telepathically, and it's very short and based on how much, with as far as he knew in life. And we can also try to free the soul.
I think we're missing those scraps of paper. It was very small.
Some of them could be layered underneath each other.
That's
Now I
fair.
layered the pearls on them.
We'll probably find it.
And yeah,
Hey man, you guys lose your potion, you guys lose your potions. That's how it is.
What happens if you free the soul?
he goes into the afterlife.
Do you get anything
Which-
for it?
Karma. Good karma.
Does using a soul give good karma? Is there a way to release them?
Not sure. It doesn't seem to specify anything here.
As a rogue, I don't think that little bit would help me.
All that I know is that I am carrying my limit of coins that I can carry with these without having any sort of adverse effects on myself.
Okay.
These chains, I cannot use them, but they are basically
Do they jiggle, or do they fold?
jiggle.
Salmon, like, it's like it's a toy.
Yeah, it basically has fire it has fire on it, and it also becomes a very large chain if used with 2 hands. But none of us can use it, I think.
Why not?
You basically have to be one that deals with devils in particular. In a sense of how a person would deal with divine.
I have a question. Because
Yeah.
you read it on the card. And I would like to know if it's that Caio hasn't made this leap from something to something, or whether or not you're like holding back something. The
What?
ability that you have not mentioned that the chains can do. Has Lucilius figured out a way that could be useful to one of their current problems? If he's just holding on to it and not saying anything, totally vibe with that. I'm sorry, I've screwed you up. Otherwise, if you'd like to make like an insight check.
It's just that I have no idea, so I like an inside check. Maybe that will help. But if I'm depending on rolls. Oh!
Ooh.
Okay. I have good insight. 18.
18. The one ability that you have not mentioned that the Hellfire Chains can do is that when they slay someone, they send the soul to hell, regardless. Based on what you learned from the coin, that soul that's sent to hell gets sent to the River Styx for bathing, and then it goes to wherever it goes, which removes all memories from the soul. You guys have mentioned you have a problem with a guy who keeps dying, and if you could get him to forget you, he would stop coming back. He would literally take King Dead Guy, send him to hell. He would no longer be constantly able to bother you if one of you were able to use the Hellfire Chain.
But no.
Or a Hellfire weapon.
Oh, and we could have used it if we took the contract.
The contract is still there, it's just torn in half.
He's dead though.
Yeah, Rafat has. You don't know what happens if
The contract remains on the table, it is still torn in half. It's kind of stuck together, I don't know why. It's fine. I'm sure you guys can't mend it or anything.
But what happens? You put the bloody print right there. You don't know
I
what'll
don't know.
happen.
Fine.
If it'll match.
You just try it, it's fine.
Oh no,
It's for
I'm not
funsies.
gonna do that.
I don't know.
So
I don't even know what that is.
No. No, it's like a piece of paper that's on it.
I saw Rafat pick it up and read through it real quick, and I'm just.
Yeah, he like sped read through that. It was like 20 seconds. He was like, "All right, I understand what it is."
It's
Like he's lickety split with his mind.
he sees legalese and goes, oh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bunch of BS that says I own you, or someone owns you.
Are we... So, he knows this stuff now. Does he relate to the rest of the party?
deciding on that.
Do you relay this to the rest of the party? Also,
Honestly,
the rest of the party this comes to thing. You guys found 2 things earlier that I had described in a magical item way that you guys seem to have forgotten about, which is fine. You don't have to use them.
I
We
wasn't
have
there.
it on us right now because you
Maybe.
could have just described, hey, you found it, and we never said we picked it up.
Somebody make a history check. Somebody who's not Thanatos or Epsilon. I'm sorry, you were not there.
that's fine. I only got a +1.
I got a good history.
10.
16.
19.
I don't know who has it, but one of you guys do remember the fact that you had found quite a bit of gold, a pouch full of powder, and a potion that looked weird. You were not able to identify.
I think I got.
There's
I think I got
a-
the pouch.
There is a reason why he said not me, because I would not have shared the gold.
No, the gold was already shared amongst them.
I think I picked the pouch of that. No. Did I? Which one did I do?
You guys want to just identify both of them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. You also identifying the ring?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
please.
So, can I, in that process, kind of tune to the Pearl of Power level 2 as well?
Sure.
Since it's going to take quite a while. Ooh, okay.
So I know that I popped, like, the orc's finger off.
Yeah.
Can the ring still come off of the orc finger?
The ring is currently on the orc finger right now. I imagine that he has the. I handed him the paper for the ring, so imagine that you did manage to eventually like take the meat out of the ring, and at a certain point you're able to notice there was like put through the ring, the finger itself, there is a metal bar, and as you eventually removed the meat out, the metal bar goes and it goes back into the ring.
The new Borat comes out and just picks up the mirror.
So theoretically, wait, has Lucilius told us this information about the chain yet?
Still debating.
Okay.
It's a lot more tempting now, isn't it?
You don't say.
Yeah. This is why I think Snagglefang is going to be
Okay,
back.
out of character. Theoretically, somebody could do the contract, kill King Dead Guy, then get 100 soul coins somehow, and buy
I mean,
out.
we already
We
have a
have
few
like
on us.
5, right?
Yeah.
You guys have 3 between the 5 of you.
But you only know of 2.
No, they knew you lied.
Oh.
You got like a 4 for deception. And they rolled like a 16 on insight. And they were just thinking of like, I found 2!
Just no one's confronted you about it yet.
Yeah. I think you
That's
actually
fine.
mentioned that you did have 3 in character, and they were just kind of like, they don't give a crap.
Oh yeah, I was
Like,
like,
wait.
I found 3 and gold. That's
There
mine.
were there were 5 on Commander Carry, and you guys did not take.
Yes, Lucilius did
I
walk
don't know
away
if we're
from
gonna get
them.
100, because we don't even know how to get them.
Killing people,
Alright.
apparently.
So this potion will make you taller. This dust
Okay.
will make you disappear.
I don't want it.
And this ring allows you
The
to...
battery is currently low.
Thank you, Alexa.
Spring's battery's currently low.
Yes, allows you to battery currently low, yeah. Allows you to...
I know that might be good for Dorian. His battery's low a lot.
Being tall might help you.
Allows...
No thanks.
So, can I read over that potion again, real quick? Okay, I'm gonna read over the spell real quick, but I'm pretty sure there's something funny about it.
Wait, let me can I read it.
Is it enlarged?
Yeah.
It like adds like a little extra to your strength and
For 1d4
range.
hours.
And this ring allows you
The
to
battery is currently low.
We're good.
do a spell that basically burns people's faces off.
So,
Ah.
I'm gonna bring this up real quick. If Thanatos were to drink the enlarge reduce, like the enlarge potion, he would essentially, because he's a small sized creature, he'd go up to medium, so he would just be like a 6'2" Wario, and it would just be like, that's horrifying, never do that again. It's that body shape.
It's fun because I am
No!
because I am really buff. You just
like a
don't
Wario.
really see it because I'm 3 feet tall.
Oh yeah, you're
It
round.
lets
Yeah.
you burn people's faces off.
Yeah.
That's funny
You
though.
kind of look like a beardless, shorter dwarf.
You take a look over
Imagine
here.
if a Nuber
There are a
acted
couple of
that.
charges over here, each symbolizing that you can do it 3 times or use all of them and make like a really strong fire type thing.
Would you want this?
But it does look a lot like it does have the symbol of the spider in there, so unless you
You could
can
benefit
hide
from
very
that.
well
You would benefit
a
that
ring
from
with
more
the
than I
symbol
would,
of the
because that doubles
devil
your,
or
like,
the
if you
wrath.
your sneak attacks double.
Not sure.
Do you
so
think-
you're better?
Do you think it could be used without wearing the ring? Because well, I'm gonna
Let's
be
say it
honest,
needs
I had to
a
clean a
tune.
lot of finger off of this.
Attunement is a bit weird. In case of rings, I think not really. In things like this pearl over here, I can just keep it in my pocket.
anything about
It's kind of
this
connected to me, but
Do I know anything about Dispatter?
Despair?
Dispatter?
Religion check.
Did we talk about him before?
We did.
I just don't remember what we said. 9.
and you
9.
Can you use this one?
I have one of
The
those.
fact that this can
I
still
mean, we
be
can give it to
used
Dorain.
is that
He's
that's
also a
pretty cool.
spellcaster.
Oh, true.
So
Hey.
for the
Yeah.
potion
There
of
you go.
precision, is this
Oh,
does it have to be a
12 hour
natural 19 or 20, or can
Yeah.
it be dirty
Yeah.
19?
Yeah.
Natural.
Another thing that I must
Doubles a
say
crit chance though.
about
does.
these chains. They send the target's soul to hell regardless of who it is. And you have a person who is soul bound to you,
Yeah.
but that requires basically giving up any sort of reasonableness, because it's only a madman to decide to gain their power from a devil directly.
Comes from Howler. Imagine Howler saying that.
Oh no! Trust me, Howard. The minute he saw this, he was like, "Oh, okay." He picked the contract, signed it. All right, come in.
Yeah.
Change his funding style up a little bit, maybe, but like, we're good to go.
They here?
Get an Illrigger specialty funding style. They've got different funding styles.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tempting, although risky.
Do you two want to look over the weird contract thing the imp had?
Oh. It's them?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can show them. You want to... Yeah.
Basically.
He's already reading it?
Where's the contract? The guy you met yesterday? I've decided.
No, I haven't. He hasn't been reading. He's been like in the back, kind of watching, just watching the whole thing. This whole time, have you guys been divvying out potions though? He's like been like looking up in the newspaper, and just like eyeing you specifically.
Do I know
And
this?
then I'm not being
Roll
subtle.
for
about
roll
it.
for
I'm not being
perception.
subtle about it.
I don't know. You
I'm not being subtle about it. But then you
Perception.
mentioned
Like, no,
then you
like-
mentioned this. Then you mentioned the contract.
What's your
thing,
past
and
perception?
13.
You know this is happening. If you want more information
I'll take
about it,
it.
roll insight.
I'm telling you, it's not even
Yeah, yeah.
subtle. So
18 insight.
What would an 18 insight give me?
I'm questioning you.
Anything a little bit more for an 18?
He can't read my mind, so I can't.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's a questioning look. It's just a very questioning, wondering if you're trustworthy.
What
Okay.
general emotional state are you seem to be in?
I'm pretty good
Half
at hiding
robotic.
emotions, but he can tell.
Yeah.
I would just say he can tell that I'm questioning his trustworthiness right now.
Okay.
I want to take one of the coins and I'm just gonna ask a question.
I'll then put down the newspaper.
Want to
and
test
pick up
it
the
if it
contract.
works.
Okay.
Let's see. So let's see charges. Spend one charge and use one of the following. Okay, yeah. Oh, quarry as it says here. Yeah.
What is that?
You're spending a charge in the soul coin.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many charges do we get?
It has 3.
3 on each coin.
Alright, so
What are you
And
doing?
if we use all 3, then
I'm gonna ask
it
the
goes
person
goes
in
free?
here something.
Okay.
I'm just testing this out, so I'm don't really have any real questions. What is your name?
You hear like a haunted voice comes to you as it answers the name. The name I earned was Gargan.
Yeah, it works.
Anything you gonna share what they said or?
The name's Gargan. Or at least that's the name he earned.
Insight.
Okay. Seven.
It's a funny name.
Okay.
Hey,
Inside.
history check for
Nope,
me?
not for you.
Why not?
Oh, actually, no. Go ahead and roll insight. Never mind.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Wait a
Roll inside.
minute. Wait,
Why'd you say it like that?
wait a
Oh, don't worry about it.
minute.
Don't worry about it.
Me specifically.
Now I am worried about it.
11.
Can I, or is this a thing?
Yeah.
I mean, can I?
Funded.
Can I?
No.
No history? No.
No.
Okay.
That's for you.
Yay.
Out of character, probably Socorum name because you asked me specifically.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Uh-huh.
Which
Maybe.
is also how I might know.
Alright, keep your secrets.
Yeah, I was down to reveal some secrets to you guys said no to, or are currently saying no to. The identity of the leader of the Cult of Lies is within that contract if you guys sign it. That's like the first thing you guys get is the identity. And the lieutenant and where the lieutenant is.
Indeed.
As much as I'd love to,
What do you guys figure your own plan?
Is
I have to kill people.
is
and I
Cheesy
have
in
to-
it at all?
Hey, you're very good at killing people.
I mean, yes.
But if you think about it, we may not have any choice. Someone will have to accept the contract. Because we literally have no leads. Other than Dry Martha, but
Do you think there's going to be a time that comes up you're going to have to kill people?
Fair enough.
Do you still
Yeah, man.
need a dagger? A
If you don't want to
knife?
get paid for getting killed,
Give me
you
a dagger, please. Please.
I mean, so as of right now, though, Thanatos doesn't know you need one or want one.
Okay, I'll just ask Dorian for his.
Oh.
You can say something. You'll be like, "Hey," about like, especially if you're now going to go on these nightly activities.
Crime time.
Night crime time. I didn't expect that to be your name this week.
Check your phone.
Already about to check.
No. There's nothing for you.
No, I'm changing my name to Crime Time.
Crime time, okay. Fair enough.
that was great though. I
Are you
love
asking
it. It's
Dorain for
crime
a
time.
dagger?
I mean, if we're gonna go fight someone and you want a weapon, it
While
would be
we're
a nice.
reconvening and handing out all these items, Dorian, you have a spare weapon you offered to my cat once. Could I have it?
Ah, yeah, sure. And he pulls out his like just normal dagger he has, and he looks at it for a second. He's like, actually, and he pulls out. Hi, Salmon.
Seven wants it.
He pulls out the jeweled dagger that he got from Leon. He says, "I don't need it."
I do.
Well, I have it, so you'll have it sometimes.
I will take it in your sleep.
You now have a jeweled dagger.
Would you like another one? Another dagger? Better protection for yourself?
Hello, Tiefling. Would you like knives?
Coming from the dwarf. No.
The halfling.
Halfling with the knives. You don't know how many I have.
Can you spare knives?
I ominously reaches in the back of my coat
Unless
and
we
pulls one out and slides it across the table.
I like how creepy all this is, but I also imagine you guys are still at the table together, except for Epsilon who's off in the corner. It's like everyone else is like sitting and you're like standing.
It's
Because you don't have like a booster
We're
stand or
on
anything.
freedom or flat. They leave.
They're
Yeah,
upstairs.
yeah.
May I-
I was starting to draw this scene. I was about to be like, so how are you like looking at the table, right?
he's short. He's standing on the chair.
Yeah, like chair or the table. Do you want to? Which one do you want to stand on?
I'll stand on a chair.
Okay.
Can I just inspect the chain in a blacksmith point of view?
Seems to be well-made chain. Roll a blacksmith. Blacksmithing check.
From 6 daggers down.
Please.
Wisdom or intelligence.
Wisdom or
Because I
intelligence check?
steal shit.
Yeah, plus
And your short swords.
3 of those.
That's some kind of difference.
There's so many.
Because I steal shit.
Oh, 25.
Did you roll a nat 20?
25.
19.
Oh, okay.
This is a. It wasn't seemingly quelched correctly. It's kind of porous throughout it a little bit. You imagine that's where the fire comes out of, but it seems like when you make something, you then you heat it up, you get it to a point, you cool it down, you harden it, and it didn't seem like the environment that they made it in will have the proper ability to cool things. So it's shaped a little bit differently. You're feeling it though, like seems strong. You don't feel like you don't feel like you could break this just by like whacking it around a lot.
I mean, that's what it was designed
With my
for.
chain back and forth, with my
Yeah.
chain back and
You feel like you're probably going to have to use some of your magical abilities, but you've got like get your like channel divinity, just be like, and now you're something else.
Yeah.
And you also with that, it does feel like you have the ability to break this. You have the ability to destroy the chain, and Volcanus wants to do that. You don't know if Volcanus can do that in the house of another god, though. Because currently, Volcanus is a chaotic neutral god, and Anubis is a lawful neutral god. They're on the opposite sides, and you don't feel like Volcanus is like has as much ability to affect things inside of this house. If you get outside of the house, good to go.
That was
That's
a
what you get
crisp.
at 25.
That was a crisp
Yeah.
snap noise.
Chris. Do I have a quick way to contact my patron?
I'm gonna send you something, and you can decide whether or not.
What comes this way?
All right, I texted you with the idea. That's kind of stupid. Is that how it works, though?
That was.
Is it how it works? It makes sense, doesn't it?
What's going on?
They're having a moment.
I don't know.
It just reminds me of like Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my
I
gosh.
thought it was kind of stupid, but does it work like that?
I mean, I guess if you allow it.
I'll allow it.
Cool.
I like communication. Communication's fun. If you want to say it out loud, I'm totally
It's a lot of words.
Just like text it to me as well and keep it a little secret. Up to you. It's your decision. You're the player.
There's something I've been wanting to ask you anyway,
Oh,
so
totally, dude.
as a player.
Totally. No, I don't use encumbrance.
But then.
No, anyone
When
who
you're
does
finished
use
reading
encumbrance.
that,
What's a helmet?
I like people in like super real, I think. But that sounds
a
boring.
nail rigger like carrying one.
Oh.
You guys have like a whole bunch of magic items on you right now. Like these potions are all magical. You know that's not really realistic. But you know whatever. Screw it. I'm the DM.
Yeah.
I decided that I wanted to be like, all right, guys, here's a bunch of tools. They all have drawbacks. Use them. Don't use them. Up to you.
There's.
When you're done reading that,
What is the qualifications, I guess?
For a Hell Knight,
Yeah. To be able to serve.
roll me a religion check.
I don't know.
What did you take as your proficiency today?
Hmm?
Okay, a little bit there.
What?
What did you take
I-
as your proficiency for today?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
It helped me a little bit.
What did you decide to?
You know what I did.
Your armor class bonus. Awesome, Caio. You're not entirely certain what exactly the requirements are to be a Hell Knight outside of what is outlined in that paper, but I will.
There's nothing outlined in the paper so far.
I'll tell you this. There's
In this one
personality.
paragraph.
You have to have
You have
force
to be-
of personality and command of presence.
this charismatic to ride the ride.
It's a charisma thing.
13. You have to have a 13 or above charisma.
Bro, I got a 4.
Yeah, I know that.
You guys-
That's never gonna happen for you. Like,
Aw.
Vega.
sorry, buddy.
I got the strength, I got the demeanor.
Oh, my charisma?
Yeah.
I have
Literally
16.
dead. Was dead.
16.
Yeah.
Unless
So
you
you
get
can do
another
it.
deal, or maybe
I
they
can do
kind of
You
massage
can
a
do
little
the
bit.
contract.
I'll
It
let
would
you
be
guys
I mean,
know.
maybe I don't know what yours is.
You want to be the Infernal Conduit? It says if you want to be the Infernal Conduit, you must have the charisma for it. If you want to be a Hell Knight, your body has to be able to take it. Which means that, I'm going to let you guys know out of character, I kind of wrote it down in game, like in world terms, but out of character, you could be a Warlock, you need a charisma of 13, or you could be an Illrigger, which you need a strength or dexterity of 13 and a charisma of 13.
Oh.
I don't think you're strong or dexterous enough.
No.
Okay.
And for the
I am
change, you
dexterous.
need.
I got the strength and the dexterity
Although,
down.
if you guys want to try, I'm perfectly down to like massage things a little bit. If it's like I have it at 12, I'd be like, yeah, it's fine. Or maybe Thanatos would indeed take it, and they'd be like, yeah, actually, you've done things, you've had been enough of a force of personality. We'll take it, and we'll just kind of ignore the charisma things, and you'll probably end up being maybe one day a Shadow Master. That's probably the thing you need to go into,
Fun.
which is the knives one. It is like the rogue of the Illriggers.
Sweet.
That's not even my question.
I
Love
also
questions.
want to preface.
That was a player question.
We've got some decisions to make.
But also, like, that's not a bad deal that we'll only have full access to. We'll have access to full facilities of the body for 6 minutes every 6 years.
Yeah.
Like, a lot can be done in those 6 minutes, but it's only every 6 years. Come on. I just know I.
I'm sorry, that's still the major drawback for me just because of that joke. As funny as it'd be to sign a little warlock thing going on.
So you can have up to 2 people sign this?
Yeah, no. I could take down.
Or is it you gotta 2 bloody thumbs, 1 person?
You know what would really help me take down?
I think the thing was 2 bloody thumbs, 1 person. I think that was how the ritual was described.
Well, Thanatos, when you're done reading that, can we talk for a second?
We need a name
Let
to
me
call you in
finish.
public.
Short man.
Something better than short man.
I was gonna call him Shortman regardless, so.
Okay, fair enough.
Me?
Scar.
Ooh.
Is that salmon?
Yeah.
Did you say skull?
Scar.
Scar.
Knocks into one of the potion bottles.
No.
Like it's like not like off the table. It's kind of like.
Salmon, please be careful with those.
I'm always careful. He walks away, showing everyone his butthole.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Cat.
not saying a word as they're talking to the cat, and I'm gonna step out of the kitchen and make a call.
Okay.
You have a phone?
Do we want it to be a thing where like I don't have enough big enough of a apartment for you guys to go somewhere you guys can't hear me?
No, I don't have to be so subtle about it this point.
Okay.
I feel like with 2 sessions left, 3 sessions left,
2, 3,
whatever.
Hang on, we get to
So I'll let them finish up there. We'll
Okay.
go back to them. That's it. Just let me know.
What are you thinking?
Volcanus is willing me to destroy these chains.
Oh.
That's one thing.
Perhaps Volcanos can wait just a little bit until.
We get rid of King Dead Guy?
Yeah, possibly.
But then I could lose my abilities. I'm not sure if he's that type of god, but certainly don't want to risk it.
Could you pray about it?
I can certainly try. He's really hard to get in contact with. And I'm in the house of kind of his rival god.
I'm sorry. Pray about it, loser. I'm sorry. That's like a good roleplay moment, but it's
I'm
just.
sorry, I'm agnostic and it slips out even though I'm playing a religion character.
Yeah, no. Like Creed would have like the same reaction. Like, why don't you just pray about it? Like, we're like, oh, he doesn't answer your prayers. It's because you picked the wrong religion.
Interesting.
He did give me cool abilities also. But yeah. I guess I can pray about it, but him answering will be very hard. Do you have a courtyard around here?
There's an outside.
We don't really
Which
have
there's a
a
lot of people gathering.
Yeah.
Honestly, we don't know if they're still there. There could be, they could have left, or there could be a very
More
large
noise
crowd.
coming from the temple, more. This is what they
That was a really short time. I don't think there was enough time to make any noise.
Thanatos, you want to step into the kitchen for a second?
We are in the kitchen.
We
I was
are
like,
the
oh,
kitchen.
into this room.
The
That's where I
main
just
area.
that's where I just stepped into.
Yeah.
Is there another room we can go?
There's the catacombs. There's upstairs.
There's a lot of rooms downstairs,
There's a few, like-
if you don't mind the bodies.
You want to come downstairs?
Sure.
All right, we go downstairs.
Okay. What are you actively doing when they come out?
I just imagine just like Tony Stark
I-
projection out of the eye.
Am
We don't see
probably
him,
sitting
do we?
on the steps.
Oh,
Probably
there's
sitting on the
typical
steps.
over there.
And
Yeah, but those are going up.
At this point, I think my glove came off, which would reveal a metallic hand, and my hand is pressed to my temple at the moment, and actually the fingers themselves are actually almost withdrawn back and imprinting into my skull.
I'm not even gonna ask what he's doing.
Me either. Let's go.
I love the idea that Dorian and Thanatos
You guys just came over, looked at me, and
both came-
I literally watch you. I'm not like blacked out or anything. I see you
Yeah.
guys, and I just watch you guys leave, and I still am watching you.
Okay.
The two of you just guys go like, things were weird enough today. Just like just go down the hall.
Such a strange day, and I was unconscious and then came back and then got one punched and then came back again.
Boom, boom, boom.
On a scale of 1 to
Well,
10,
that's-
how creepy is it down here?
Oh, dude, it's like at least an 8.
Nice.
I'm right at
Oh,
home.
actually, like you like walk past a room where there was like a number of bodies just like scattered and torn up. You see like the remnants of
Remnants?
some of them had like
Remnants.
knife-like fingers,
Right.
but the body is no longer moving. So it
Oh.
seems to be like those were King Dead guy,
Oh.
but he's been like beaten out of him. So there was like multiple in the room, and based upon
Oh, so they kept killing him and then like he kept transferring?
it seemed to be a thing of because like they told you about them. Yesterday, Creed and Rafat were like, all right, let's figure out what he could do. And they just started killing him over and over again.
That's actually kind of sick. And then
I imagine-
eventually he escaped into
Yeah.
someone else, yeah.
I imagine that like makes sense to Dorian, because Dorian's like, yeah, no, they're like decently strong. So they were just to like just beat the hell out of him over and over again.
Yeah.
So
That's why they only need to work
Looks...
with each other, because like they can just beat the ever living shit out of strong things.
3 of you guys weren't able to like really handle King Dead guy. But these 2 guys were like, yeah, no, we can do it.
Granted, in one hit, you took out Dorian.
Looks like Rafat and Creed has some fun
And he's
down
like
here.
rail thin too, so he just.
Yeah. I feel like I would enjoy that kind of fun.
Oh yeah? You mentioned, you came here for me, to search me out. Because of someone we both know?
To that specific place, yes.
To where? To the
To the
club?
To the club, yes.
How did you know I was there?
Someone told me where you went.
Who?
Or someone who told you where to go.
Half deck?
I do work closely with him.
How close?
Pretty close.
Do you trust him?
Wholeheartedly.
Really?
He has been nothing but helpful to me.
He introduced himself to me not too long ago and said he could be of some help to me as well.
I believe he could. I do not know what kind of help he offered you, though.
Who was it that you said we... Oh, why did he tell you to come after me?
Well, he did tell me who you went after.
GC?
He's also someone I am not too fond of.
Why is that?
Let's just say there's a reason I don't want my name being said outside of here.
She knows you?
Indeed. but also doesn't know that I'm here.
You don't need to take the bloody dice.
You can leave the bloody out here.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Anything else? About this cult, I agree with Half Dagger. I do not like them.
Okay. Yeah.
They need to go.
I'm hoping if we're able to take them out, Half-Dagger can help me with my little problem. I seem to have multiple problems stacking up now with this red thing that's after me. Do you think I should do it? Take the contract?
You could. I feel like getting provided the names of the people in charge would be beneficial. But I think we might know some. I feel like the name of the leader and the lieutenant, we just took out one of the guys and it was not the lieutenant of anyone except GC.
Right.
But I feel like some names that get said might be ones we know.
Okay. I guess we should go back up and discuss with the others.
Probably. Might be wondering where we went and what we're doing.
Well, that's happening. Dusk. If Anubis ever asked you to if we were Anubis asking you to destroy these chains, would you do it?
Yeah, probably, but you're also taking out the context of, oh hey, my friend is getting chased by an undying thing that keeps possessing bodies and will keep chasing him.
And it could be the only shot we have at ridding him of
Yeah.
whatever curse is upon him.
I think your god would probably understand, maybe. But then again, I don't know your religion.
It's fine if you just,
My god's completely different. I say ask.
If only he would give a straight answer. But yeah.
God giving I'm sorry, that's a God giving a straight answer. It's never once happened in all of mythology.
This is D&D.
I don't think the rules changed much
No.
in regards to that. Because I don't think Colin's given us a straight answer.
I didn't dispense the oil vials earlier.
Well, I'm gonna give you guys straight answers. Just gotta sign your soul away.
Yeah. Or the one straight answer is, do I survive? No.
Only thing is, it'll kind of make it hard for me to reach out to him from here, given how Anubis and him don't have the best history. So yeah.
Can I call my god and ask if it's okay?
Hey! It's your boy!
Can my friend call their friend from my house?
You pray that?
Yeah.
Response is dead quiet.
Yeah.
The pun, really.
Yes, absolutely. I am my puns.
That quiet.
My god's not answering. You might want to take a step outside.
Yeah, it's just that there's a lot of people outside and they might be angry, you know.
Is there a way we can make you more inconspicuous?
Are there windows
You
up here?
literally glow.
I've tried.
Can I,
Not many things, but I've tried.
I'm gonna go see if there's anyone else out there.
Find a
If they're
pouch
still
of
gathering.
dust that makes you
It's
disappear.
been a little bit.
That only lasts for a while, and then, I mean, if anything, the black guard would probably just capture me or something, just to appease the crowd.
Why would the Black Guard capture you, though? They're
Because-
also getting slandered in the newspaper.
Because apparently, I mean, yeah, sure.
The newspaper is literally attacking our dear Chancellor.
What is your opinion of her, anyways? I don't think we asked you that.
They have tried to replace Chancellor Nalia many years now. It never works. We never like it.
Because it's. Huh? Were you?
I'm not super into politics, though.
Fair enough. Alright.
As we come up.
While that's happening.
Yeah.
And while that's
the party.
While that's happening, yeah.
I had stepped out and sat down, rolled up my sleeve, pulled off my glove, and the cybernetics on my fingers stick out, putting 2 needles, and I push them into my skull, and I contact Emic. And it's daunting for a second, and I wait for him to speak. Emic, it's Epsilon.
Epsilon. So glad to hear your voice. How is New Rashut?
I think I've found my lead that you've requested.
I knew that sending you would be a good idea. What'd you find?
There's a group. They're somehow going after the same cult. I've learned quite a bit. Someone called the Trimartha, and it seems like they may have ties themselves.
What kind of ties?
Still working on it.
Fair enough.
We have an opportunity. I want to get your permission.
I'm listening.
A big lead has been dropped right in front of us. However, it involves switching up loyalties. You're my first go-to. I trust you. I have an option here opportunity here to take it.
Switch loyalties to who? How long?
NVIDIA? Is that how you say that? Someone named NVIDIA.
Epsilon. I'm curious, what does your gut say right now? Before I reveal my answer.
It's tempting. Buying out of that would be easy. Very easy. But as I said, you're the one who I'm trusted to.
I guarantee you that it looks easy. And I guarantee you that it's not gonna be. I wouldn't do it. You got any other leads?
Not at the moment. If you wish against it, then so be it. I'll keep working at it.
I wouldn't recommend it. But you make your own decision. If it works out, well, I could be wrong sometimes. I'm just not very often.
Tell Alpha Leo I just said okay.
Of course.
Walk back to mine.
Alright, cool. You're allowed to look at the window?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
wondering
about-
if, because, I mean, he did say at the beginning, before everything happened, all of
There were people outside.
3.5 hours ago, our time. That there were people outside.
Yeah.
Should I just see if there are still people out there? Like looking through a window.
Usually like a window peek thing.
Yeah.
There's a crowd.
How big?
Like there's some people out there who are like.
Granted, I'm 3 feet tall. I can't really
Yeah.
see much out the window. So. And
It's
what
hard
are
to see
they
from
doing?
here.
Are they like taking pictures? Or are they just?
Cameras don't exist in this world. So it's not just like artists out there being like, oh,
Are they
draw
making
this
paintings?
building. Just like, there seem to be people out there. Give me a perception check or an insight check to figure out what you want to do.
Are there windows in the
10.
kitchen?
There's one out back, yeah.
Okay.
10?
Unfortunately.
There's quite a few people there. They don't seem to be terribly happy. They're not currently burning down the place, and they have a berth out there. It's like you're not like looking out there and there's like someone like staring in at you. It's like maybe 30 feet back, 20 feet back.
This is
or, something in place.
Okay.
I'm gonna look out the window. Does it seem that the sun is going down around at the speed the sun is supposed to be?
Still same sluggish sun.
Okay.
I was going to say at this point, I think everything that has transpired has transpired in like
2 hours.
maybe 2 hours inside the game.
You would think
Like,
so,
we had
wouldn't you?
Like we
The
had our coffee and we
convenient
chose
time
violence
skip.
today.
So
Yeah,
yeah, we end up on timeline with what Dorain did.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems there's a crowd outside. Is
Yeah,
there
we
a
got
back
people
door
that-
maybe
there's-
that we
There's
can...
lots of people. They do not look happy.
We have 2 entrances. One is the front. The other is where the bodies come in. We could sneak out that way. I should probably inform Creed and Rashut that there are angry people who might try to come in.
Probably.
I just wanna... Wait, are we going somewhere?
Do we know where we're going?
We wanted to check in with the light makers again about a map.
We could try that.
Is that up or down?
Up.
But
Up times 2.
I don't think I would be able to
The
go.
silver and gold to get up there.
We picked money from that fight. We're fine on cash. Is there anything else that we needed to do while we're out?
Light makers and hope they still like us. That's the only thing. As a person from here, how
Would-
seriously do you usually take the newspaper?
I mean, some people around here take it as law, but I don't.
The paper though, they seem to be. I'm not here a lot. They seem to be loyal more to the king though
I mean, according to
than
them,
the chancellor.
according to them, every time they tried to change the chancellor, no one liked it. So
We like.
So
Like
the
that.
people of Nurashat, they are more loyal to the chancellor. Would your friends, the light makers,
they seem to.
are they more? They lean more towards the king or the chancellor?
They seem to lean more towards the chancellor. At least as far as I know. Can I do a little pixies?
What?
Out
Pixies?
Pixies out the window.
Yeah. Perception check.
I thought you said pixie. And I'm
A
like,
pixie cut, yeah.
Someone pixie, and I'm like,
Pixie
I didn't know
stick?
you had that ability. That's a neat ability you got when you leveled up. I don't know how you did that.
That's 17.
17. I imagine like you look at this window, you look at the one in front, you're like just gathering data with this.
Yeah.
There seem to be less people out back.
There's
Well,
people in the back as well?
There's a few people, but it's not like the crowd seems to be like out front. But there's still like people outside, out back.
Do they seem
It's like a alleyway.
particularly angry with the place?
Not particularly. They don't have like pitchforks and torches.
Then,
Some of them do have the newspaper though.
of course, maybe they'll.
The catacombs. How far do they reach and to where?
The catacombs reach very far down.
Down.
They don't really go after any of the building.
Down.
You could try tunneling if you have any tunneling ability. I don't think everybody does.
None of you have dimension doors.
There's a door that needs unlocked. In person, though.
I mean, they
Although
don't-
at this
they don't
point,
seem
we have
angry
people who
to-
can unlock it.
So maybe we can
Well, we
leave.
can sleep out the back. We'll be
Oh.
going through
Where's
two.
Epsilon right now?
I had come in probably at the same time you guys did.
Okay.
You probably heard me say.
I guess using
Probably
the
heard
same
me say,
17,
I'll
do I
come
notice
back
if
and then
Hio
walk in
is
with you guys.
within the crowd?
The bloody dice does not like you. Yes, she is.
Or hey, Dorian,
Yeah.
our number one fan is out there. She's probably gonna want to ask questions if we leave.
You think they're gonna start asking for us at some point?
They are.
How can we?
Well, we do have the dust,
It will make
which makes us all invisible for like 2 to 4 minutes.
But that's
Where
one
is it?
person.
No, it's a bunch of people.
There it is. Can make any one of us for like a couple minutes invisible. All of us.
You and each creature within 10 feet of you.
So we don't have to be really close.
So we all huddle together.
We just.
Okay. Let me inform Creed and Rafat about this turn of events because I feel like they might end up with visitors.
Do you go to Creed or do you go to Rafat?
Creed first.
You go to Creed.
Rafat's dead.
He was had about like an hour of sleep. And you like, what?
There's some kind of angry people outside. I know you want a longer rest. You might want to sleep elsewhere in case people come in.
I'm not going to abandon the house of the nobles. We leave what here? Salmon? What's he gonna do? Good night. Face back in the pillow.
I'm leaving.
While that's happening, I've noticed you have been looking at me suspiciously, and I noticed you leave the room. And so, Dorain's gonna take out like a little copper piece and just like flick it up and down, and then it disappears. Make a wisdom save.
What the frick's that?
What did you just do?
Ooh, I like this.
This is charm by Jim Fan.
Yeah, it is not a charm.
I think I know what you're doing.
I think it's
don't
a-
know if it consumes.
I think it's a 4. So
That is not save.
yeah.
I'm casting Detect Thoughts,
Oh, you're going deep.
and I'm going deep.
Oh,
I become aware of it, just so you're aware.
Okay.
Okay. Because I know how that spell works. I used to use it all the time.
So first surface thoughts, and then
Okay, so
your emotional state, anything that's looming large over your mind.
okay. Okay.
What do you call?
Yeah, I'm just reading a spell.
So surface thoughts. Surface thoughts are probably like primarily on the contract.
Right.
Mick says he trusts me. Should I do this? Totally advised against it. It's just like tossing back and forth about that, and then even this would probably be surface thoughts. The occasional and the Calixian spy turns very south. As you dive deep, you're diving into a memory of a little half-elven boy who is working in a wood shop. He is helping his family deliver furniture. He has a sled that he loads up with like stock, and he has a very large dog. This is why I said I hated your cats. Because
He's a dog.
a very large dog is helping him make deliveries, and you're kind of just seeing flickers of kind of just like him going through childhood that way. Then one day as he's making a delivery, you hear rumbling off in the distance, and you're seeing a flood of orcs rushing into the city and decimating everybody. And you see him literally watch his parents as his father's skull gets crushed in front of him, his dog gets battered and destroyed, and his mom gets ripped into 2 pieces.
Speaking of dogs.
And
It's okay, Debo, we won't repeat it pieces.
and as the orc is coming for him, you see all of a sudden a blade thrust through the face of the orc. And standing as the orc falls over, you can see a humanoid figure, kind of similar in stature to what you see Epsilon. But this person's human, got his like an eye taken out. On his whole right arm is metallic and is branded with a lowercase a. I think that's the correct symbol. And he rushes through, just cutting down all these orcs. And then you see a
Gotham's face right now.
Then you see he went.
I was like, I didn't even have to check thoughts.
You see
I almost smells like level 3.
Then you see a lavender skinned tiefling with like this dark grin who comes down and like holds his arms out to a boy named Neander. And you watch as this boy rushes into him and takes him into his arms. And then you see grueling torture, extreme combat. There's even spaces of blank where you're not even able to get a vision. It's just static. And the last thing you come up is you see Epsilon walk into a ring with 20 other people who you've recognized as he's grown up with through this intense training. People he's befriended over the course of 12 years. And you watch as Epsilon has to strike each one of them down. And as he stands over all of his former comrades, you see the lavender skinned tiefling clapping his hands, and then brand a symbol into Epsilon's metallic arm of a backwards 3, and him saying, "Welcome to the infantry."
Yeah.
Okay.
And as you kind of see all that, Epsilon looks up at you, bull rushes you.
No!
That really
Are we in the kitchen?
Oh, this is the one time I don't know
Where are we?
We're still in the kitchen. We're in the kitchen.
Remember, guys, before you guys go out adventuring, make sure you use all of your spells against each other before you go.
And your allies.
Use all your superiority dice.
So at this point, we're gonna stay another night, just so we can recharge.
You guys are going to encounter Snagglefang, and he's gonna be like, I don't know, I stabbed you. You have 1 hit point, just kills each of you, even though he's an infant. He's not meant for combat.
You guys are just talking among yourselves, and then all of a sudden, boom! This just happens.
Okay.
All I see is him flicking a coin, and then you just
Yeah.
I went to roll for initiative, but I don't have a creature in this combat. PvP.
You can roll for greed. He's upset.
No, he's chilling. He doesn't give a crap.
Let's all roll for initiative, guys. I
Got a natural 20.
got my classic 5.
No, this is the one time I rolled good initiative as well.
I had planned other things for tonight, but I guess we're just gonna keep doing PvP.
Now, should I get? Do I want to increase my dex?
You're gonna consume your final fight potions right now against your friends.
I don't know. Currently, I just had a talk with this one, and now you're bull rushing him.
I defended you earlier.
After you defended me earlier,
is
and
the
now
kitchen?
I am very confused.
Everyone's probably to here and here.
Can we get another calm thoughts one?
I can try.
Okay. So,
There's a table here, yeah?
yeah, put also little tables here. Put a table here. Give a little like breakfast nook, I guess, and then make a fireplace on the side.
But we're all in like a 20-foot
Where's the
area.
table right here?
Here to here, and then the fireplace is over here.
That is a very small
I was
kitchen.
standing there.
I've been looking at kitchens in different apartments today. That is a 30-foot wide kitchen that is massive.
Yeah.
I just
30 by 20. That is massive.
just with a
10-foot table.
5 by 10 foot table.
A lot of like the schematics of like furniture.
I mean, I was in the
and
kitchen, so.
Yeah, no.
It's kind of.
Yeah, it doesn't
I was
make
probably
sense.
standing right next to you.
I don't know where I am.
So
That was cool. I like this.
everybody put themselves on the map, I guess.
When Colin loses control of the players.
I don't know what's going on anymore. I thought this was going to go a different way. Every point of this game.
I'm probably at this point. I'm probably like over here because we kind of walked in together, and he's standing in the corner.
You guys walked in together, like, so this is where downstairs is.
Alright.
So yeah.
We're just
Downstairs is over here.
Downstairs is out here, so we walked into the kitchen.
Yeah. So maybe
Okay.
who's this?
That's him. So he walked in like right after us. So I feel like we went back towards the table,
Yeah, I was leaning against the wall.
and he was in like the corner.
I will say, casting that spell, I think a spy would do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so 25 to 20.
20.
Wait,
It's okay,
what
Dusk.
is your
You'll make the first
initiative?
decision on what's going on.
Do you have
Oh,
a,
I'm sure that'll go great for
Wait,
me.
your initiative is 0?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Were you laughing at me?
20 to 15?
I didn't
16.
realize that until
19.
right now.
Oh, the two most unprepared people.
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
in this right now. All of a sudden,
What'd you get?
Just
16.
see you like.
16.
We're just over here having. We have initiative on having a conversation
don't
with
see
each
this.
other about
So,
gods.
so yeah, my god like blows up a mountain. Hey, hold on!
15 to 10.
Oh, 16 was mine. Sorry. Wait, no, 15. 15.
Alright.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Luckily, I have
why I'm
Pearl
gonna
of Powers.
9.
And then finally we
There's
have...
only one more. It's me.
Since I kind of initiated initiative.
You're a
I get to get-
I will say that you actively... I will say that you guys... You see him starting to bum rush. And that because of how you guys won the initiative order,
Okay.
I'm gonna... I don't feel like doing a surprise round. What does Dusk do?
I guess that's what's happening. What's going on? Persuasion, I guess, for stop fighting.
Okay, sure.
11 plus. Yeah, it's 14.
What are you saying? Just stop fighting.
Hey,
Stop
stop!
fighting.
We just fought earlier today. Please, this is my kitchen.
Okay.
That's fair.
You hear the you probably hear like the circuits go. Make that high pitched squeal, the same noise that was fought against the dogs.
No, dang it.
Lucilius, what are you doing?
No, that wasn't used. That same noise was not against Creed.
Well,
Or 5. You just kind of...
Yeah.
You were aware of that.
thank God for Pearl of Power. Calm emotions. Hey, no, sit. Bad. No.
Everyone again? Or is it just...
Let's do everyone.
Again, I'm still here. I don't know what's going
Are
on.
you considering?
20-foot radius, so
Man, that'd
center
be
it
good.
here so it gets everyone.
What does it do? Is it save?
The pearl consumes, right?
No, the pearl's like
No,
consumed.
the pearl just like, pew, yeah, you got my slot back.
Oh.
Is it like an action to get the slot back, or is it just...
It's an action, but
Can
I'll do it
crawl
later.
under the table?
Okay.
I don't want to do this.
Oh, maybe it comes to your turn yet.
It's
That's called hiding as a rogue.
charisma save if you want to, blah blah blah.
Everybody make charisma saves.
I mean, unless you want to fail.
I have no reason to not be calm right now.
25.
25.
That's disappointing. 9. That's
Yeah.
disappointing.
You are in the. I'll
Five.
make you
I still don't know what the hell's going on.
I make him indifferent to whatever you were being hostile about.
You like take like 2 steps and you're like,
I'm gonna ask you, like, how's this working? Like, obviously I failed. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do that, but
So you're
I
magically
imagine
calmed.
that
Suppress strong emotions.
there's still
in a group of
that
people.
logical part of your brain that like understands why you felt the way you felt. I imagine that you feel
Alright.
like Epsilon feels very justified in why he felt the way he felt.
Alright.
However, he can't like. He's not a barbarian, but there's like a battle that sings in his blood that he just can't get up.
Okay,
He's
then
just
I
kinda
at least
like,
have an idea. I at least have the idea. What's in the idea. So
Okay.
that's why I just want to make sure.
yeah, you
Okay.
just
If you have any grievances, speak out and don't attack.
I'm still bum rushing you, though my hand is no longer on my blade. Instead, I'm just going to grab you by the collar and pin you to the wall. Is that allowed? Or no? Is that still bored?
You still have to
Yeah,
grapple.
That still sounds kind of.
I'm gonna say that still feels a little bit hostile, especially because there's like a kitchen
Alright,
sink.
that's fine.
That's
That's
like,
fine.
I'm gonna drown
That's
you!
fine. That's fine. It's just like this is such a raw thing for him.
Where's the soul coins,
Can I
Lebowski?
at least grab him by the collar and like bring him to my face?
Yeah, I can say you can do that.
Okay.
You good?
Just
Are you saying anything?
feeling that pulse is like feeling that pulse. I go to do that and then like drop one hand and I like eye you for a second. He's a spy. He's one of them.
One of who? Collection? As far as he never told me that personally.
That's all I can do. It's my turn.
Epsilon, I saw you what you went through. I know it's hard for you to believe me, but I'm not a spy, and I know something of what you went through. Something similar happened to me.
We're out of initiative.
I'm
Oh,
still
sorry.
under the
No,
effect, so I
just
can't. I want to like start choking him, but I can't. So I still have you right now. That's all I'm doing.
Guys, I'm not a spy. I don't know why he thinks I am.
I mean,
And
the
he
paper
keeps
kind of
looking at me
says that
suspiciously.
you are a spy. You want to elaborate on that?
You trust Hilutaka?
I trust her with my ass.
slice off that one part. Here you go.
I like titles in games, so I'm just imagining Lucilius the One Cheek Wonder. Just what the frick was that?
As in, she can go to hell for all I care. All I
Send her
want.
there.
Please do.
All I
You
want.
had no right.
You were eyeing me suspiciously. You walked out of the room and contacted some mysterious agent who we don't know. You won't tell us anything about yourself. So I figured I would take things in my own hands.
That's a bit intrusive. Some people like to keep things secret.
What we're doing here requires a lot of trust.
Yeah. Why don't you start then?
I just realized that this is too small of a space for anything. To just kind of like crouch into a corner.
You just back into the
Who
catacombs.
am I? Like, he's currently holding you like this, and if he shoves you back, it'll be onto me. Or if he
I
shoves you on
can't
the
really-
table where I want to
I can't
hide.
because I'm still charmed. Is that repeated or is that just straight?
Concentration up to a minute.
Cool. Dope. So I can't do that. So you're fine.
Okay, then I'll just stand there for right now because you can't
I
physically.
mean, there's
hurt
always
him.
a table to go under.
What makes you think I'm a spy?
I literally just throw the paper on the table.
Oh yeah, about that. You don't trust that.
Hilutaka has been spouting lies from her mouth.
She calls my cult
From the
a cult of
beginning.
destruction. She's not to be trusted.
All Hilutaka cares about is supporting the king and his agenda.
And simping over, what was it, Leon Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
who betrayed us. Do you even know what happened? What really happened? This whole thing is lies.
Do you know the Chancellor was attacked?
Does any of us know?
We were all brought, me, Lucilius, the Blackguard, and the Wizard were brought into that room. And Leon attacked the Chancellor, tried to kill her, and we saved her.
He was probably gonna blame us.
We talked to him later, and his plan was to blame it on me.
Can I insight check?
Absolutely.
Natural.
Can I as well? Because I
Yeah, go ahead.
haven't known any of this either.
Is that
7,
There's a 7.
12.
I thought you also had
I would be able to re-roll that. I guess I didn't remember last time.
I gotta be honest. I'm gonna just throw it to you. You're a dungeon. What do you think a natural one does for Epsilon?
I'm fuming with anger. Even like
Yeah.
I'm magically like being repressed right now. The anger's trying to push past it. It's like that's what's
A
in my-
little bit of
I don't
the
think
magic of it's just like it's like being used to hold you down. But I imagine like in this moment you're distracted by the fact that you feel
Yeah,
the
the
intent
cybernetics
of like the god a little bit. The god's just like
the cybernetics are like
let's do it.
are like probably you're hearing like sparks just wigging out.
We were attacked by Dorain. And thus, him being portrayed as a hero should be enough to not put trust in this newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
So if she says he's a spy, just take it as the opposite.
If it'll help you trust him a bit, we could discuss. Do you have any ties with Kelso?
I was born and raised there.
Okay. Do you work for them?
No.
Insight? 16 plus. That's 19.
19? What'd you got?
I got a 16.
You feel like what he's saying is honest because of the fact that I like it and it's fun. What is your emotional state towards Calexo? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you proud of it?
There is resentment to the name Calixo, but there's also a part of him that is proud of it, I think.
Okay.
It's mixed.
He's not lying. I think if he were some kind of spy, he would have gone out a lot more from the party and gotten himself into a lot more trouble than being poisoned in a back room of a bar.
That is one point, yeah. And if he is a spy, he's not doing a really good job.
Thank you, Lucilius.
Furthermore,
I'm trying
what
to
would they
help your
have to
case.
investigate here? We've been chasing after a cult so far. We haven't been doing much on political ends, except for what they did before.
Kinda, yeah.
I think you can trust him.
Spellings. You control your body. You control
My
whatever.
hand is shaking. My hand is like visibly shaking. You can hear that whirring probably kind of wind up again to that, building up to that high pitched squeal. Now you'll probably need to move as I push him back,
Just duck.
very aggressively, and I'm gonna. I'm just gonna step out for a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna step out for a moment.
Step out to where?
Main room?
Yeah, is the main room. Just the main room. I almost went outside, but that's what I was debating. I was like,
Not outside.
Good news is the Ingram mob don't know anything about you yet.
I know. Well, that's why I don't really have a problem with it.
They have seen him briefly
When?
when he went outside. When Creed told us to leave.
I didn't go
So
outside.
you went to-
I went to the entry.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was there with you.
Oh, you were just looking
It's good.
outside.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought you went outside.
What do you guys do?
Do we still want to go to the Lightmakers? Because I have a couple plans. One of them involves me staying back.
Creed and Rafat seem to be staying. We do need to still go talk to the light makers. Are any of us taking the deal?
Let's not make any hasty decisions on that deal just yet.
I think, in the name of going forward and trust, we should put everything out on the table. I would rather have Epsilon be here too.
Okay, I go over there, I call, hey Epsilon, come back, we need you for a second.
We're going to do a...
I literally walked out for like 3 seconds. Not even like
I'm gonna take 10 breaths. And I'm gonna come back and it's like 1. We need you back. No! You're gonna give me my 10 breaths.
We're gonna do a kumbaya. Let's hold each other's hands.
Kumbaya,
You're
Anubis, Kumbaya.
Just imagine you guys having a circle together on one end. There's just like 7 being flung around. The other end, there's just a noose. Just
Honestly, at this point, though, us doing that around the table would probably summon something.
I am a solo kombucha.
Wait, did you say the soul of kombucha?
It's an angel of the Punic.
No!
no.
Oh, it's an angel, it's not a spirit.
That's something like that.
I know, angel in the house of the
What is
dead.
Again.
In the house of the god of the dead.
So, let's talk truthfully. Do you have anything you want to say?
I will. You say come in for a second. I don't come in for like at least another like 5 minutes.
That's
Okay.
okay.
I just ignored you.
You can you can listen into what we're saying on the outside.
It's just
She's over there holding open the door.
Yeah,
You're like shouting, "Hey!"
I'm holding the door.
Let's look out the window and check out the sun again.
Does
Is
the
it
kitchen
doing
have a
what
window?
sun should
You are very paranoid.
I am
about the
really
sun.
paranoid now. But I also want to keep an eye if there are people like circling around.
As it gets darker, suddenly you start to freak out and then realize it was a cloud.
Also look out.
Fuck you.
It's like 10 o'clock in the morning, guys.
Yeah,
At the latest.
I think it's about 11. You guys have been talking for like a few hours.
Are there people like circling around the place or
There's people there, but like some people just like walk by. They're just gonna turn around their day.
just walking around, just walking by?
No, like there's people back there. Some people are like scouting out the area a little bit. Nobody's bringing like a catapult or anything to break the place down though.
Yeah.
Good.
Like that vine. Run.
Then I would use inflict wound religiously.
Hey, guess what? You also have 2 daggers now.
Hold on, how can you use inflict wounds in any way but religiousness?
Exactly,
No,
it was a
you-
pun.
oh.
It was a pun.
Okay. All right. So you guys are all together. You've decided all to share your deepest, darkest secrets,
Sure. Yeah.
Oh boy.
except for Epsilon, who's being edgy.
Yeah, sure.
Edgy.
Okay, let's
Delightfully so. I enjoy him very much, but he is being edgy.
let's
I
talk.
mean, if someone poked into your head, you know,
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
you and
Dusk, you have something to say?
Okay,
after a minute, I will walk in, take my spot by the door.
alright. Let's all be completely honest for a bit here, eh? You're from Calexo. Why are you here?
Speak the truth.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe?
Thank you, Jeremiah. I grew up in Calexico,
That's
in
how my brain works.
a small village up north, and it was just me and my mother. And she is the one that gave me this guitar and taught me how to play. And then one day, a band of hobgoblins raided the village, murdered my friends, the people I'd grown up with, and then once we surrendered, they took the rest of us as slaves and dragged us through the wild lands of Calypso, selling us off as they went. And eventually I got sold to a very powerful person, and I, after a long time, was able, with the help of a good friend, to escape. And so I came here. And I've kind of been on the run ever since. But when Hefdagger came and talked to me, he mentioned that there was a bounty hunter sent by my former master after me here in New Rashut, which is the reason I've been so trusting of him, because I think if there is a bounty hunter after me, he can help me get rid of them.
So we have 2 enemies after you.
Yeah.
Nice to know.
Yeah.
Do you want to share anything, short man?
Tell him. Go on.
Tell him what?
You know.
This is supposed to be a serious moment.
The reason I found Dorain at the club. Because I was sent there because someone else sent him there.
He
I was
also-
told to find him, that I might find him there. But the person I don't want to know my name was who Dorain was after. This is also why I trust Dorain right now.
Good. Our views align then. Got any edgy secrets you want to get off your chest?
There are not much secrets, there are more stories that never got the chance to be told.
Please don't tell me you're gonna use the listen again.
Don't worry, I didn't usually look like this. I was transformed by Volcanos one random day, because he gave me this vision. It's the vision that's on the paper a couple days ago. And I woke up looking like this from my human-ish self. Grew up in Norixten. There was a plague mixed with the attack, the Collects invasion. That was not a good year for me, at least. I managed to survive, but I was in a terrible state until my master came in and rescued me, adopted me, raised me into the religion of Volcanos, the religion of creation. So yeah, don't mind me thinking that I need to set things straight with someone who calls my religion a cult of destruction.
And you, Dusk?
Oh, my parents were tomb robbers. Always brought me on jobs. It's kind of hard to get babysitting when you're kind of criminals in the land of March, you know? They died to a trap. I got shoved into the next room. I spent a week in that tomb. Rafi was with a Bandus Quorum that apparently the tomb belonged to. Took me in since the trap that killed my parents kind of belonged to him. And by Squirm law, that means I'm adopted.
Right.
as things go. Got brought to the house of Anubis, was kind of raised by greed. Yeah, what you see is what you get. You?
He eyes you very hard. My real name's Neander, though he died a long time ago. And my home was destroyed by Calixian orcs.
Simon?
My real name's not Salmon.
Oh.
Well, I knew the second.
I've also been taking your shoelaces. I have very little memory of my life when I was alive.
It was probably a very fun life.
You and I
I
both,
think it
friend.
was.
You and I both. I'm bonding with a cat over death. There we
Not remembering
go.
your lives.
What?
You, Salmon, not remembering your lives.
It's gonna be the...
I'm still gonna keep calling you Salmon.
Epsilon. Is there something else you want to say?
Okay.
The cat one-upped Epsilon.
I think the cat one-upped everyone.
You asked me! I'm alright, yeah, Seven's vibes.
Hey, you made a salmon face, so...
I also have a question. I have the ability to enact my divine sense to find fiends and undead. We have not used that. Why have you not asked for that?
I forgot that was a thing that I proposed. Because I'm stupid.
Is salmon your magic item?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh.
I did not get that.
I never
thought
thought
he was just
about
a
that.
pet this whole time.
That's awesome.
Salmon is a familiar with the paladin's ability of divine sense 3 times a day.
Nice.
That's
Don't
awesome.
you have that as a grand cleric though?
Doesn't work on
As
fiends.
of the,
Oh,
it doesn't work on
fiends.
fiends.
Paladins does.
Okay.
Well, since we're on a pattern here that we have all had a name change or fake names, I should say that my previous name was Tadeo. You may call me however you want.
I'm gonna call you late for dinner.
Like I said, call me whatever you want.
I named myself. My parents used to call me Sunny.
Wait, your parents used to call you Sunny?
Yeah, tieflings, you see, we kind of choose our names sometimes. My parents didn't want to choose a name out for me. That was a nickname growing up. They didn't want me to choose something silly, so they had it kind of restricted behind age.
So from sun up to sundown?
That's clever. I'm sorry, that's clever.
Dorian was...
Pats the table.
It was also the time of day I buried my parents.
Oh.
Pats the table.
Death.
Quick twist.
Such as death.
Dorian was the name my mother gave me.
Then what's up with Rufus something something?
Oh, I just didn't want, with the bounty and draft, I didn't want people knowing my name.
Fair enough.
I told a couple of people in the club that I was Richard Von Drake.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanatos, any name
with-
changes for you?
As we are on the topic of names, the name I know is Thanatos. The name Rashut said, I have no memory of.
What was that all about?
I do not know.
You don't remember? What do you remember?
I only remember the last 7 months since I came back from the dead.
Wow. So you're like kind of born yesterday-ish. I must suck.
Some In a way, yes. I still knew my languages, knew how to speak, knew how to fight, knew how to steal. But
You know-
I didn't know anything else.
With so many aliases.
And the reason
Oh, sorry.
I would not like my name said to other people is because someone is after me. Or at least would be
You've mentioned
if they
so before.
found out.
Right. Seems like we both have people after us then.
Alright. Heart to heart over.
Sam
Anyone got
starts
any more
playing with
beef?
it. Sam starts playing with the devil contract. Just reading it.
Does anybody want to take that?
We might just take it with us just in case.
Epsilon?
Let's not let Salmon
I
play with
I
it.
gently
I
pick
feel
up,
like
I gently pick up
I
salmon.
feel like Salmon would
Salmon
be
does
the
that
one to
the thing where like
summon.
cats are
The
long.
cat's like liquid, and you can like feel like the bones kind of crack and stretch as well as Salmon's like trying to hold on and like read it.
Salmon, somehow you would be the one to sign it.
Of course
If-
not.
He doesn't have any blood.
True.
But
Alright.
Just
Hold
not
on, are
say
you
it's
implying
his
something
blood.
about my vitality deficient cat?
Am I lying?
I will have your blood.
No.
As he's just kind of like stretched out there.
it just says blood. Bloody
Look,
thumbprint.
as someone
A
who's
bloody paw print. It doesn't say whose blood.
as someone who's been in chains before, I would rather not subject myself to the power of somebody else again.
We're in agreement then.
You put Salmon down.
No, I'm holding
I
him.
move over, and as someone who's poison shit sometimes, the offer isn't that bad.
Are you thinking about taking the contract?
Wouldn't be the first devil I've been assigned to.
Salmon crawls up to you a little bit, licks your face.
You are not stupid, just silly.
And like jumps off of you full sails and walks out the room.
And that's where we end. No.
Nope, not yet.
Alright.
Not yet.
So, do we
We
trust
have-
each other a bit, just a tad bit more compared to what we did?
Compared to 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
If
Alright.
there's any more infighting, I'm going to clock one of you.
Okay.
Please not me. I
Yeah,
just start to have it.
I'm not really sure if I want to spend calm emotions anymore. So, let's.
Epsilon full rushes.
I'm gonna use the pearl of power to get my second spell slot back.
In all seriousness, though, we don't have another lead here.
We don't,
No, we don't.
but we might. But we actually might.
Salmon walks back in.
Actually, you are criminal underground, right?
Indeed.
Translate this for me, please, if you could.
Alright. So part of it's in Dusk, which is a language that you don't read because we're not actual thieves. But like I can translate some of what it means to you.
I have thieves camp then.
Yeah, you do understand what I mean. Clip the owl's wings while it hunts blind. That probably refers to something about the House of Hokmar, as Hokmar is a god of strategy and law, and their symbol is an owl. While it hunts blind, it probably refers to something a little bit outside of your spectrum of what you know. It's probably something more in tune of like something that we talked previously. It is something in code, but it's while they're doing something. The aunt will be your mother. You're able to figure out from what that means. You've heard talks of the Dry Martha before as an aunt, as refers to sort of like hag. Be your mother means probably something more like taking over a role or growing closer to the cult. The Addicts specifically refers to the Azarites. They are called the Addicts. They do not like that term at all. If you use that term, you will get smacked. To the ground and love what your new mother craves, you do not understand what that means. You feel like Half-Dagger probably does that. Tell only lies to find the truth. Bunch of religious nonsense.
So I understand some of it,
Yeah.
which is more than what they understood.
Yep.
Okay.
So Folkmore.
I'm glad someone took notes and there's a recording because I will not remember any of that
Academics.
because I don't
Salmon
remember
goes.
anything.
Neither does Thanatos.
I have a lead.
Yes.
I have a lead,
You have a lead?
Salmon?
To
Yes.
some milk.
What?
but I require something.
What do you require?
A whale.
What?
At least the promise of a whale.
Okay.
One
Salmon, I
whale.
would give you the world.
And I would take it.
How do you have a lead?
I have an investigative mind.
Okay.
And your
You have a
mind
whale?
investigated
You
can have a
what?
whale.
I can have a whale.
What
You
kind
got
of
a
whale?
whale.
You can have a
I want
whale.
everyone else to agree to have a whale. To give me a whale.
We promised to
Yeah, you can have
try
a
and
whale.
get you a whale.
Sure.
Sure.
I like this group.
Like the biggest big one or the
The blue one.
The blue one? Okay.
Why
Shaped
did
like a
you?
blue.
Why did you have to ask that?
Alright.
No.
Yes, we can get you a
Okay,
whale.
so I read the note, and I mentioned Hell Knight, and I thought of something. And I walked outside. Well, not outside, but I walked to the window, and I saw that reporter that we met earlier, Hilutaka, and I used my divine sense. And she is a devil.
Yes.
That's what and that's what we're leaving it tonight.
The conspiracy theories!
I needed a cliffhanger. I needed a cliffhanger and I got it.
Okay.
I do have
Okay.
to get going because it's late, but yeah.
Same time next week?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before we walk off with the handouts, take a picture of which ones you have.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna end the recording here. I'll see you next week.